You have chosen a great moment to join me, my friend. For as we speak, the little sun and the engrams for it are being transported to the agreed location. I have no doubts in your faith, but it is time to prove with action that you are committed to the cause. Take my gifts and use them well, for you have the honor of being the first to wield the Titan's blade. For decades we've had to endure the Dead One's yoke, but it is time this harbor fills with holy light. For in its cleansing flames they will finally be redeemed of their own lives.
That worked a lot better.
So this is
Well-
like...
Nope. That was just my usual. Something is happening somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Introduction.
Yeah.
Chose the
That's
great
you.
moment to
Yeah,
join
wow,
me,
of
my
course.
friend.
Yes, restart. Go ahead. Anyway, lovely. Very easy to do all the technical issues on your own without like a additional control board. But anyway, welcome back to Tales of Aether, where the crew of Fable have been walking down the streets of Nachtschafen after returning there again, having dealt with Baron Alkentoya. You are planning to buy parts and other things to submit your ship to maintenance. While Miles, I guess, reports to his family, and you begin digging deep into the history that Winnow might have with this island. And finally, you will find out why now is the way he is. Anyways, we were walking down the streets, enjoying the atmosphere. By the atmosphere, I mean no sun, dark, rainy. Very much like the accent that Nachtschafen is based upon. The sun here, the summer here is very, very short. You saw a group of people standing in front of a crystal shop watching extremist organization video on the screen and complaining that Nachtschafen is getting full of people who don't understand what is right and what is wrong, and we hope they get caught soon and cleaned up. But yeah, let's pick up right over there, where you can complain to Miles about the peace at his home.
Well, if you wanna find somewhere to chat, start this, get out of the rain and start this prep for Silver Pinnacle, and then we can see maybe Winnell, you can help us with, where we can go, lead us to your home, or what you'd like to do first. How's the ship, by the way? I assume the ship is just sorting itself out.
You mean the maintenance?
Yeah, like I imagine we've kind of done this whole, the whole process of kind of docking it and so on would be sorted.
Paying someone some 40k plus so they can take care of it for a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
Is that how much it's going to cost?
Would it be
40K?
cheaper if I do it?
No.
It's going to cost 40K, Lance? That's alright.
It costs 41,500.
That's rough.
Yes. We're a month late, nice.
Alright, so you're taking out the money, you're a month late. So the maintenance will be complete on basically.
I have a question. Today is the 8th,
Yes.
right? Okay.
I'll just say you're done on 15th, so your next maintenance is gonna be
it would be so
15 May.
Oh man, if you would just like 3 days earlier, you'd just be perfect.
Right.
Remember, the 5th of November.
What is May? May 5. Alright. Let's go like this. Alright. Yo! Yeah, sure. If you're willing to that, then you've left your ship at the docks to be taken care of. That's gonna happen in a week. And yeah, what do you do now?
Well, that was just a mysterious message, wasn't it?
I don't know. I probably. I don't know. Sounds like another. I actually don't remember. Are they pro vampires or anti vampires? It didn't really come through in the first message, did it? Or did I miss any
I think you may have
local
missed
culture?
it. In the first
References.
message.
Yeah. We didn't hear the second one.
True.
No, we didn't hear the second one.
We didn't.
No, we don't know if it's
It's
per
very
se. It's likely
vague.
to be, since everyone here is against it, but it's not
Mm.
necessarily anti-vampire, I guess.
Well, he said something about starting today, didn't he?
Good timing, I'd say. Just in time for some terrorist attack or whatever.
Sounds like
With-
political bullshit that is not of much interest to us, hopefully.
Mm.
By the way, Dan,
Yes.
how does law enforcement work in Nachtschaffen?
There are people employed as police officers who patrol the streets and capture the criminals. For them.
Under?
Huh?
Under which government's control?
I mean, your parents are the de facto rulers of Nachtschaffen. So
Okay. Okay.
it's
okay,
feudal society.
okay.
Though, admittedly, pretty much all of the policemen, all of the courts are mortal because there are not many vampires around. Though, admittedly, the police force does use undead as troops. Hey, there's a bomb. Let's send the skeleton to disarm it. That's a really good idea. And by disarm it, I mean go and hit it with a stick.
Yeah, basically.
Whatever works, you know?
It's like the what was called like the dolls they used in Mythbusters for tests. Buster, I think it was called. It's like, oh no, Buster! Anyway, raise dead. Or animate dead. Hello, Buster number 2. Welcome to the duty. I mean, your parents make the laws, basically. Obviously, they don't do everything on their own because that's too much. They have a bunch of people working for them and giving advice and so on and so forth. But technically, whatever your parents say goes, which is not how they rule. Technically, that's how.
Okay. And how many people are around that heard the message?
A couple dozen.
Do you want to kill them all?
Of course not.
So, Captain. Anyway, what do you think does the message mean? Is this trouble that could concern your family, or what you have the local knowledge? What do you think this means? I honestly don't know.
The message was pretty vague, and well, it's yet to be seen. When we get to that bridge, I don't think that uprising are very common here. Interesting.
Okay. Well, we have a bit of downtime. What do we do?
Well, I was thinking we go and walk around, but get out of this rain and find somewhere, sit tight for the week here, prep for ourselves while the ship is being prepped, and in the meantime, we can learn about the place and from Winnow.
we could perhaps go visit your old place, Winnow?
Yeah, straight away. Yeah.
Or I think it's just a place, but sure. I was actually hoping your parents might help us a little bit, but seeing as how things went last time, I don't know if they're gonna help you. I imagined them kind of nicer.
Perhaps we can ask some law enforcing body, like the closest police station, if they have anything about your family records or something. But
Oh, not. I don't know how to
you weren't
explain this
talking
to you,
about
but if somebody did something to them, and I assume it was somebody calling the shots, it might have even been your parents. So just putting that out there. By the way, Dan, so last session we saw his parents, and I mentioned I saw a female vampire in when I was young.
Mhm.
His mother, did I see her? And
No, as far as
Was
I
there
remember,
any-
you haven't been to the main mansion, so you haven't seen any of his family members.
oh, okay, we were okay.
You
We did
chose
something
to
else.
stay. Well, you kind of chose to follow the rules and stay in the guest house, and Miles was like, "Nope, I'm not taking you to meet my parents. I am not ready for that. Our relationship is
Oh.
too early."
Like
basically,
that, okay.
I don't know. Ask him, because you definitely didn't see them. Well, I guess you would have actually. No, I think you what you would have seen is you wouldn't have seen them personally, so you don't really like know how nice they were. It's more like Miles went and said like, okay, they told me that.
but pictures and
But you would have
portraits.
seen portraits of them in the castle, yes. So, I think it's considering the time. I think it would be appropriate to have you make an, let's say, no intelligence check to see if you recognize after like 20 something years. No, the portraits you saw don't look like that vampire you remember.
Right.
It's probably somewhat of a good sign, I guess.
Well, long time ago, so but I'm worried if we're start snooping around and asking about people who disappeared, and we start asking the people that made them disappear, you know?
Maybe inappropriate question, but I can't really tell. How old are you again?
I should tell.
I'm gonna go check my ID. I don't remember.
I mean, he is a rectifier. He could look 14 if he
Yeah.
wants.
Yeah, true.
Please don't.
I'm oh fuck, we missed my birthday. I'm 30 now.
Big 3-0. Oh,
Is
we have
it?
to celebrate now.
Wow.
Okay, I thought we were talking about longer ago, but okay, 20 years or so, or what? How
How
long?
do I look?
25?
Honest
How do I
honest
look? How do I
opinion.
look?
I'm not gonna answer that. I'm not that stupid.
69.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Actually, yeah, your birthday was right before you came to this island for the first time. Like basically, what as you were traveling to this island at normal speed, that was when your birthday was. But apparently nobody remembered, even you.
I'm
Do
trying
you feel
to
like
be
celebrating your birthday?
It's been a month.
Oh, who cares?
Yeah, we were
Happy
traveling.
belated
You know
birthday.
what? You know what? No, if we're like not in the ship, I'd like to take a moment to look for a vampiric bakery.
Blood
A
cake?
We're gonna get you a cake, Winnow.
Vampire cake.
We're gonna get you a
Oh,
vampire cake.
there are some very good bakeries around here. People put all their passion and effort into making some.
Oh,
Is it
good.
people that make them actually?
I mean, you have the normal, bread and stuff like that are mass produced in those. Good question. How do you call it? Isn't it a health hazard to have undead working on food products?
Well, actually, like it is a lot easier to how to call it, sterilize a skeleton than to sterilize a human. There's no hair falling anywhere. Don't need to wear a cap.
Okay.
So technically, I mean, you don't even need like a full skeleton. You just take a half of it and use it like an automaton.
Yes, but the very fine and exquisite ones are made by humans.
But I would also like to
Oh,
remind that Nagtrakan is technically TL3, which is like previous era rather than TL4. So it's
They had good cakes back then.
It's mostly manual labor, like in terms of like arts and crafts.
Ugh, so uncivilized. Ugh.
Never heard that before. It's easy to sterilize a skeleton. I'm seeing them. The skeleton walking in and going no to a hair cap and everything. Gloves don't need them. What the fuck? The imagery.
Yeah, so I'm not hungry. Sorry.
Oh,
Shouldn't have said that.
yeah. I'm kind of thinking that we'd walk into a bakery and half of it would be disguised flesh. Half the food.
I honestly don't think the vampires go shopping in a normal bakery. I think the bakeries here are more for the humans.
And other
I don't
races.
think there are many vampires around, so not too many probably.
It's like aristocracy in other places. They usually probably stick to their own, have their separate circles where they move about, and they probably have a lot of servants that would pick their food up for them. At least that's how I imagine it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Same.
Dan, does the Blood Chalice or the Great Necromancer ring any bells?
Well,
for
the
me?
Great Necromancer you just learned from your father, like
Said Navek, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so say the back. The Blood Chalice. Make me a no intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, not notice. No. Okay.
You have no fucking idea. I mean, it sounds vampiric, but
And how
that's it.
widespread is the knowledge about?
Like, was it like that? Like, I think it was like that limited edition produce your mother might have made, like a
Like a
special
Starbucks cup?
brand. Yeah, like like there's cinnamon Christmas coffee, something like that, but Blood Chalice.
Okay.
Nothing you really remember now.
But okay, and how widespread is the knowledge about the Great Necromancer Said Navek?
I mean, Said Navek very widespread because he's a god.
Okay.
The connection that he was a great necromancer and so on, it's more amongst the reason. Like there is a no, the normal people don't really. Ticha!
And we are okay. I'm just doing a one plus one here in my head. Vampires are enemies of Said Navek, right? Basically, Zardos against Said Navek, right?
I wouldn't call them like straight up enemies, like there's no holy war being waged, but they're definitely not allies.
Okay. And then this guy comes along, says the Great Necromancer and the Bloodshots are real. It's all true. And then we're going to make this world a better place for you or something like that. You'll be the first ones. So...
Oh no.
Chances are they don't get along.
Well, I had the feeling they were against our society in general, not only against my parents. But interesting. This mention of the Great Necromancer is quite disturbing.
It fits right into this place then, yeah?
Not exactly.
I was just poking, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, actually, like in terms of gods, the Red Order is like what's it called? Polytheistic. Just like most societies, like Soul Union is more exclusive, where they have like this one big sun deity that is like not the only one, but it's like the primary deity. And funnily enough, even Nachtschaften has, I wouldn't call them temples or churches because they don't like operate like that, but they have chapters of Raven Queen. Because like on one hand, yes, the Raven Queen hates the Risen, but on the other hand, she hates Nevek even more. And it is both in her benefit and in the benefit of your family that the corpses they want to remain corpses. And the proper way to do that, especially on Nachtschaffen, is to bury corpses like in sanctified ground with a ceremony. That's where the churches come in. Like obviously the corpses that are like chosen and are army reserves, they go into the crypts, whereas they are maintained by a different way. But in any way, in order to not let, say, Nevek process the souls, any burial happens with a ceremony. Well, any that can happen with a ceremony happens.
And there is a sect that worships Saint Nevek? Like, is there a church to grant your soul to Saint Nevek once you pass away?
I mean, there are followers of Nevek, same as there are followers of Orcus or whatever, or the demon lords.
Okay.
Like it's not.
But it's not widespread.
It is more, like. Basically, let's put it that way. Like, there are like not every single necromancer that serves their reason is a vampire. There are like mortal necromancers, and it is highly improbable for any of those necromancers to be followers of Saint Nevek because of the relationship your society has with him. But then again, Saint Nevek is not the only patron of necromancy, so.
Okay.
Like, honestly, like most of your necromancers seem to be not atheistic, obviously, but more like, yeah, gods are nice, but we are more about the Emperor. The Emperor protects.
Use. Yeah.
You're muted.
You're muted, so.
If you become undying, then you don't have that much of a need for gods, do you? With no afterlife.
Yeah. That's primarily why the Ravencon is pissed at the reason, is that they are refusing to die, basically. Так, пошел отсюда, давай.
What's that movie trailer about? Scorned? What was it?
Scorned, yeah.
I still don't understand. So,
way I get it, it's just probably some local branch of terrorism or something. Who knows? Some rebellion of one sort or another, I guess.
And he said it's all true, and today something changes.
Yeah.
So is he pro Nevek? Is he what is?
He said you'll be in the front seats, to watch what will become of the new world that we create for you.
I'd guess pro, but who the fuck knows?
That sounds definitely anti-vampire to me.
Yeah, doesn't
They
mean
want to
pro
create
neglect,
it.
but
Miles,
definitely.
make me either no intelligence or a connect charisma, I guess, check.
Oh, not bad.
So, yeah, you get the feeling it's like anti your family group, and like while widespread rebellion is, as you've said, unlikely and uncommon here, there are like groups of people who are like, hey, vampires bad, remove the vampires, as well as other groups that are trying to destabilize the government. As your father likes to say, at any given moment there are at least a dozen rebel cells of Nachtschaften, at which at least half are bought by the Soul Union.
Okay. And how? I would like to take a look around and see how the few dozen people react to the message.
Insight check.
What's insight?
Notice wisdom.
Notice? Not too bad.
It's a bit hard to tell. Like most of them have already like dissipated while you were like standing around talking. You think they weren't like another bullshit and went along. That's the feeling you got, but kind of didn't focus on that at the moment.
But also, they did say something about these guys again, right?
Yes, I did say that.
But so they must have, there must be at least a little known in around here, because the theatrics probably aren't the first. In that case,
Can we just grab someone who said that and just ask them straight up?
Oh, they're long gone.
What's up?
You waited along.
we were talking here for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been talking here for like what, half an hour? No, not yet. 20 minutes. 20 minutes, maybe. In the rain, because no cake. Ending.
I mean, on one hand, you could say they're anti-vampires, and your organization is anti-vampires. Perhaps it's a
Which one? Mine?
silent. I'm just
Yeah.
just an assumption.
That's totally accurate. Go on.
That's it. That's all I have. Perhaps you can extract some information from those kinds of organizations. Weren't your parents part of the cell that... I mean, usually they connect, I'd assume.
Yeah. Pretty much, I guess. I don't know what they did, but
What I will say is that these kinds of organizations, no matter if they actually, if you align with them or not, they're likely to have what would now probably be considered conspiracy theories on what happened back then. So it might be a well to start digging for information if you're looking for that. While we are preparing for the other excursion to that matriarchal isle anyway.
what are
It's
we
not
gonna
really
do there
our
again?
problem at the moment, though, right? Isn't
No,
that more
definitely
like
not.
a your family type of problem? Miles?
Oh, yes, but we're here for, not only my sake, but for Winnow's and for, once we go to Silver Pinnacle, also for Dad's sake.
Well, then I would like to... fuck, my neighbors are drilling.
You
I would like
more?
to concentrate on Winnow's story, please.
Did you catch that?
Likewise.
He would like to concentrate on Winno's
Oh,
story,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't even know where to start. If not,
Me neither.
with-
So
But didn't you want to like
This
go
is-
visit
this
his
is
I
a
think
kind of
home?
start.
looking.
Yes.
Well, but
Yeah.
how about you, Winnel?
Yeah.
You tell me what you want to do, find out, and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, you're a bounty hunter. I forgot. Okay, here's your bounty. Find my parents if you can. If you cannot, find out what happened.
All right.
It's
Then we
specific
start
enough.
with
This
last
is the
place
address.
you've seen them. We go there
Yeah.
and ask around. That's how I usually start it.
Right.
If you're looking around, I'll scope out the building or the.
I mean,
the home.
it's
Probably
20
old
years
and
ago, so
forgotten. Yeah,
but okay, let's go.
give it a go.
Better than nothing.
All right. So you got.
How about
yeah.
you guys go to that place where you lived, and I'll go check on my contacts. There's bound to be someone academy related around here, usually, and maybe one of those guys can point us in the proper direction. But I'll be back at the ship and checking through my contacts while they're maintaining, and I will catch up with you later. I'll send you a message or some shit.
Don't
Yeah.
get bitten.
And so Lance goes off on his own. Red Order territory. An island populated by dead and their trolls.
At night, in the rain.
Oh,
Is it night?
I don't remember. I think it's like second half of the day, but not night.
I assumed it wasn't too late if people were gathering around a window. But you
Either
can start with them, and
incredibly-
then after that I will, because I need to go look for a name first anyway that this guy might have.
I mean, assuming you find him. Well, anyway,
How-
it is a good idea to go see Winno's place while he goes, generates me a random name and race and look and personality. Suffer! Yes, Miles, you were saying. Winno?
What?
Miles? Winno?
No, I'm nothing.
Right. So you go try to follow the address.
It's the only lead we have.
Miles, if I remember correctly, you're also like around 30 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So obviously it's not really like something you remember, or frankly I don't believe you were like much of a like on foot Nachtschaffen traveler. I think you like spent enough time in the state, especially when you were younger. So let's go survive. Anybody has survive? Let's roll survive.
Actually, I do.
With wisdom. Just to see how quickly, if you find the place. Oh, that's lovely. All right. So
Fucking double
yeah,
six.
yeah. Bobby, you're like, all right. Like, let's get city map. So you get like the nearest like info center. You like go for the city map. You're like, all right, that's not on the map. Obviously, it's not on the map. It's been 20 years. Places change. Places grow. But you like start catching people. Start like analyzing the main streets. You're like, well, like this place seems to how to call it, correlate to what on the current map of the town is like a certain district that is designated as I quote low effort housing, which is like a social, not to call it a program, but more like a social initiative for
Projects.
Yeah, project for people who don't have full-time jobs or can't hold a job for long. Like they don't stay on the streets because my other parents say, well, it's cheaper to like build those houses and give them almost for free than to figure out the crime and the homelessness. So those places exist, and while like the majority of like homes over here are basically like the idyllic dream of like 2-story house with a small detached garden, like with a place for a dead horse and like a garage or something. Like these low effort housing are basically like again like 2-3 story like apartment rows, where like actually like live in an apartment rather than a house. Obviously it's worse there than in the majority of Nachtschaffen. More people per square meter. And the kind of people who go there, the crime rate is higher. If you're gonna go look for like drugs or weapons or so on, most likely you're gonna go there. But it is still patrolled, at least partially. Oh, it's better than the streets, let's put it that way. Still, that's not a fun place to go. You do reach there, however, and the people over there, like, while the citizens themselves of Nachtschaffen are, as I've told you, like mostly like taller than average, paler than average, looking grim, kinda. Here it seems to be even more that, giving you a feeling of, well, we are walking through like B-rank horror crystal movie called what are like people in the background of the movies?
Extras.
Extra set. Or like we need extras for a B-rank horror movie. Go to Nachtschaffen, grab everybody. That's how it feels. The place is not dilapidated, but there are like drawings on the walls, including like fuck the rulers, that kind of stuff, or like file the Zos, like file the zombies, or like the cops are zombies or whatever.
They took your jobs.
Yeah, like zombies took my jobs. That all that stuff. And you reach the area which you think like actually corresponds to the address that was Winnell's house, and it's another apartment lot. It's looking relatively fresh, like it's been built in the last decade. But I hope that's when Winnell goes, well, when I was leaving my house it was on fire. So most likely it burned down.
Any neighbors, perhaps, that you remember?
Yeah. There was an old lady next door. She was really old.
She's probably still alive, huh?
I don't know. I imagine he would know a few people. Like, he didn't spend awful lot of time there, but there's school, isn't there?
Oh, there are schools, yeah. I mean, how old were you back then?
Around 10.
All right. What did
So
your
hit up
parents
my-
do?
Yeah, well, who were they connected with?
They were like me, rectifiers.
Do we have? What's the general perception of rectifiers in this area? Are they ignored, or are they on the radar of the local vampires? Are they in conflict with them?
You asking me or him?
I'm asking Will.
Either.
Okay, then I'm making stuff up. Well, as you can see, there are a lot of people here that need some help. And while it's nice that they provide housing, that's not the only thing they need help with. And from what I remember, and basically what I did back home in Kalkidiki was helping those too poor to get help and community service, you would call it, I guess. But that's, I think, why people liked us. But there were those who didn't like us because vampirism in general is not our thing, and we are pretty open about that. And we discourage anyone we talk to from supporting that. And I think my parents went a little further than that.
How about we all then ask around if anyone remembers, or if there are any rectifiers still in this area?
I think I would
That'd be a
know.
good idea. It's mostly anybody connected to your.
Did they go by their surname? Did they have a secret identity while here?
Well, if they did, then that'd be kind of strange, because then my name would be a secret identity because I wouldn't know. But it's possible.
So it's correct in saying anyway that, generally speaking, the common person, even in the red, even in like maybe the whole region, would see rectifiers as being a good intentioned, like, charity. But so anybody fully in the movement of vampirism, or maybe high up people, they would be the ones that could have a motive. Is this because what I'm hearing is that doesn't really make sense for the average guy to hate you. You help a lot of people, so I'm trying to figure out who is a likely person to talk to.
Let's not worry about that yet. Let's find people that are the most likely to know or remember your parents and may know more about that stuff, because at the moment we can only hypothesize about a lot of things. It could be anyone. It could have been any kind of quarrel. It could have been just someone who has been slighted by his parents by some deed that is not related to any political climate or anything. I think it's best if, Miles, you change your face. Don't want. We don't.
I don't know how I'm recognizable. Am I recognizable?
You look like your father.
You think
on the
your
paintings.
name will be very recognizable, but not your face.
Okay.
You know, like
Still
people
changing.
generally know like the name of their rulers, but it's not like your parents have their faces on their coins.
I
Sure.
would still
Change my
advise
face.
you
Yeah,
to
yeah.
change it.
All right.
Is my face still changed, Winnow?
Haven't you looked in the mirror? Don't you care at all? Sure.
I haven't checked. I think maybe the spell is still on. Good. What if we all did it? Can you do it, everybody?
Yeah.
There you go.
No.
You don't want to.
I don't think
I don't
changing
think I
Bobby's
can-
face is gonna help much.
I could change your painting, maybe.
Actually,
like,
fair enough. Yeah.
There's still the
Bit of-
Minotaur legs that won't go away.
a bit of gloss, maybe.
So here's my plan. I would like, Miles, I think you're good at talking to people. You can ask around. I will also attempt to do the same. And we'll check if we can find anyone that knows any rectifiers, alive or presumed dead or presumed gone. And then we'll try to find someone like that and talk to them and see what comes up.
Actually, Dan, would I know anyone? Any contacts of my parents? Anyone I knew personally? Like, would anything come to mind? School friends or I don't
Well,
know.
I'd say based on the backstory you provided me with, you give me nothing. I don't know. Either you come up with that, or I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man.
No friends of the family coming over, watching the game.
No, actually, they. Now that you mention it, they didn't. Nobody ever came over. Weird.
Then let's ask around. Ask for people who know rectifiers.
I'd ask either that or the family of Quinrick.
Who?
Well, if they knew Winno's family. Quinrick, am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was a first name. Okay. Like, I thought you were talking about some person that you know here. Well, I know this guy who knows everyone.
Okay, well, I might send you a message in the compound. I'm gonna try and find here with their given tech some superficial information place, building some their crappy networks. Try to find some Wi-Fi stuff to go through.
Let's do that next. I would recommend that we stick together.
All right.
It's not a place that I'm familiar with, and I don't think you are, right?
No, but I that's the reason I was going to look for.
Yeah, let's do it one step after the other. I think it's more comfortable that way.
Dal, as a reminder, Nachtschapin is low tech. Like you don't.
Yeah,
really
so
see...
I was thinking of like some
like
crappy
the first
Wi-Fi
thing that works as like computer terminal was the info kiosk you went to. Like, that was the first thing you saw that actually looked like a computer terminal.
So I'm correct in saying that like TL3 is essentially current age tech, like real life.
That's in the
And
stars
TL4
without number
is-
settings. Here it's more like,
You changed it.
let's say, basically
1700s.
If like 470 is more like industrial revolution time, it's like between that and like Castle Age, I guess. Like,
Well, so the TL3 would be the tech level of like a advanced but typical D&D setting. Typical, like,
yes.
because if stars with a number, TL3 is typical real life setting, then medieval.
I guess.
Okay. So there wouldn't be any type of really network.
But there would be maybe archives, like there should be some sort of government building.
You'd expect to find that kind of stuff to be like in the library. Like people, instead of like having a PC like in their home, like it's more like like the 80s or like the 70s. It's like nobody has a phone yet, nobody has a PC yet. It's like you go to a library to do that, you go to a payphone to call somebody. It's more like this.
Okay, yeah, I understand now.
We could. Okay, let's ask around. Then we can go to the library and check if they have any records on. Did your parents own the place or did they rent it?
Rent.
That makes it a lot more difficult.
Plus, yeah.
Who's the owner? Do you
I don't know.
remember?
He was 10 years old.
Okay, then we can check in that library the address. Maybe they have some records who owns this place, and we can also contact them if we don't find anyone here.
Let's start questioning.
I like that one.
Yeah, I usually Then let's start like going around talking to some people.
So after the face change,
Interrupt. Okay.
I'm ready with a character if you want to go. But first, maybe need to make a connect roll on the Academy network.
You do that. Let's finish with these buffoons first. They seem to be
clowns
on the right track.
So we're trying to find a paper trail.
Well, for now you're
to-
going around asking people like, do you remember, like, who you ask? Do you remember
Yeah,
clerics? Do
looking-
you remember rectifiers?
Yeah, and looking specifically for the ages between, like, let's say 40 and 70, because this was 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
fair enough.
So they were old enough. Yeah.
Yeah, Miles, make me a, I guess, dog check. Charisma, or connect check if you want to, but I think wouldn't want to. 11.
No rerolls.
Alright. No. Rolls. I don't think this negotiation.
Please tell me about them.
So you start going around, and like you get a feeling that like you're not sure if the situation here is this bad, or if your parents' policy is actually working. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of old people around here. Like everybody seems to be like youngish or middle-aged. So you hope that alright, it works. Eventually, people make it out of here, or maybe they die because drugs and everything. But you're an optimist, I think. You do, however, like going, like asking around, like basically, like you're like at some point go like, okay, do you know somebody old around here? And they point you in like a direction to a like older apartment lot, close-ish to where Winno's parents' place were, and they give like a name. Actually, they don't know the name of the number of the apartments, but like yeah, like that, like the old goblin lady. And you go there and like start asking, like you gotta catch kids like painting on the wall with chalk because I mean, why not?
Spray cans are TL for.
Yeah. And like you grab them like I'm not the police, like do you know old goblin lady? And they're like yeah like, this crazy old bat lives in like apartment number like 202 or something, because there are only 2 floors. And you go there and there's like a small 202 apartment with like a small sized door and like a lower window. Seems to be like remade and relatively like the paint is crumbling off, and you see like multiple more layers of paint underneath. There's like a rug under the door that goes like, welcome, now fuck off. There are like a couple newspapers sticking from the slot.
I knock on the door. Nothing happens, or are we waiting for something?
Make me basically
Knock check.
Yeah. No, perception. I guess again, not just wisdom. Like knock, listen. Bob, I think you have perception. Anybody else has perception? Make me rolls as well.
Yeah, I've got him.
Notice?
Yes, if you're proficient.
+1, yeah.
Everybody except Miles. Yeah, alright.
Oh, that's good.
Robert, Miles, you're kind of like Winnell and Dal, you're kind of like you hear like scraping on the inside, like claws on wood. And then
Somebody's home.
I am gonna have my hand on my pistol at any moment.
I'm just
Paranoid of this.
gonna say this is Mr. Quinrick. Do you remember us? I don't know. Maybe the name rings a bell.
Here. I've got a heavy crossbow and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh dear, no, we got off on the wrong impression. We are not here to hurt you.
Eh?
Just
Why are there
inquiring.
4 of you? Why is one of you an ogre? I can see your legs.
I can assure you that I'm not an ogre.
and I surely don't have their temper or ill intent.
I sure don't sound like one. Too many words for an ogre.
Indeed.
We're just here to inquire about a family that used to live here long ago.
I'll inquire.
Remember the fire 20 years ago?
20 years. Which one?
Well, the whole building burned down.
How many fires? Is he rolling on
Oh!
the D100? How many fires were
That
there?
one. Yeah. Burned my place. Had to move. Fucking pieces of shit not turning off their candles or something.
Did you have, by any chance, neighbors named Quinwick, or neighbors that were some sorts of doctors?
Rectifiers, to be specific.
Doctors? They were like religious people from the Sundom.
Yeah,
The
those.
what?
From the sun
They
something.
must have been
Oh, okay.
worshipping the sun. That's why they burned down the fucking buildings. Those bastards. I
I'm pretty
always
sure it
knew
wasn't
they were
them.
up to no good. Going around talking how our masters are bad. They know nothing. Those young whippersnappers. You can't trust a half-elf.
So I assume you weren't on best terms with those neighbors. Do you know anything else about them?
Not until
Remember
they burned the
anything else about them?
building.
As I mentioned, I'm pretty sure they didn't do it.
Sure. That's what they said to the insurance company, I'm pretty sure. Oh, right. No, they died.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Is it like
They
a
die in the
news
fire?
report?
I don't know. The Popos came, had it all like wrapped up in tape. Had zombie dogs sniffing around. Didn't let me go into my building, pick up the trash. I mean, what didn't burn? I don't know, somebody died.
Do you know anyone that lived at that place and still lives around here that we can ask some more questions? We're trying to find the rectifiers.
Didn't I tell you? They're dead.
Who?
They're dead.
What?
The dead?
No, they're dead. The rectifiers are dead, but we're trying to find more information about them. Or exactly who might have started the fire.
Well, we'll need to find an undertaker. Fucking who's dead is cheap around here. You got a grave number?
I look at Winnell.
I can
Grave number?
I can rent you a shovel. 10 credits a day.
No, thank you.
Sure?
Alright. Yeah.
9 credits?
We don't intend on unearthing anyone.
Do you remember perhaps the officer who wouldn't let you in your building?
Oh yeah. Yeah. What's his face? Second. Yeah. This handsome lad, an orc, with one tooth. What was his name? Wait a minute. I think I had his card somewhere around here.
All of this is, by the way, while she's behind the door with the crossbow.
Yeah, you hear like clattering. Here, training. Boom! Oh shit!
She's out of ammo. Now, go!
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here.
I just want to try
Ezeg
the bubble ram.
T. Slaughterer. Detective.
He slaughterer?
Yes.
Isaac, the slaughterer?
T. Slaughterer.
Like the drink?
No. Letter T.
And slaughterer. Isaac T. Slaughterer. Okay.
Ezeg.
What?
Anyway, it has
Okay.
a number and the department. I'll give it to you for 50 credits. Yes.
Let's say 5 credits.
Make me talk check with a -2.
How about
the
2,000
price
credits?
A deal!
Yeah.
Oh, -2 is 5, sorry.
No!
it's-
50 credits!
How about we give you 30 credits?
Talk check -1.
Okay.
Like, it's the only lead we have, and we're
I mean-
fucking rich.
9.
We have 190k credits, by the way. I
Fine!
thought you would
That's a
want to
10.
know.
30
that's a 10,
credits. Put them in first.
Yeah, I like shove all the papers in, and then I shove the credits.
Oh, I had papers. Like,
That seems a lot of
a
unpaid
small
bills.
yellow card gets shuffled the other way. You pick it up. It's like a 20-year-old yellowed out shitty printed personal card, but you can read on it. 1 second. I think that. 1 second. Yes.
Goodbye, bot.
Ajag T. Slaughterer. It's pretty good.
Mm.
Well, hand it over to either Winnell or Bobby, whoever takes it from me.
I'll take it.
Well, we have a lead.
So-
No, we don't have a lead yet. We have a
Well, we have
potential lead.
something.
If
We have
there
something.
is a
Contact.
report, who would they give it to? Like, we can't just go in there and ask, can we? Or is there?
Actually, Miles,
Would you like me to change my face back?
I was wondering if it makes sense with the police to pull rank
Me too.
and just.
I
I was also wondering if it makes sense if you ask your family if they know something about the fire, or if it's too early. You assume that they didn't have anything to do with the fire, right?
I assume so.
Are you confident in that
But-
assumption?
One can never be sure unless he asks, but getting a straight answer from Mother was never an option, and
Father?
getting him to talk seriously about a topic is very rare.
Why?
He will just dodge the question, and
Why?
if it makes him even the slightest uncomfortable, he will just throw a joke or something.
So, if we talk to your father, or if you talk to your father.
Oh no,
and
it's
he
not
gives
an
you a
indicator. He throws jokes every time he has an opportunity to.
All right. Let's go.
Also, Dan, would I say I'm Ruber, but is there any
Can he
merit
pull
to?
rank?
Yeah, is there any merit for it in a police department to do so?
Well, they will most likely not throw you out and actually talk to you.
Okay.
But if you understand your parents correctly, You don't currently have any sway that is not your own. So they will be polite because you are their son.
Yeah, because I'm a knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't go like, tell me everything or I'm gonna complain to my father.
Yeah,
They're gonna
yeah,
be
I'm
like
not a.
very polite, but they're gonna go like, sir, like your father has ordered us to not listen
Yeah,
to
it's
that.
not the stereotypical son of a noble kind of
Like,
situation.
Okay, so
You could have your own
can-
connections, which might depend on your backstory and your roles. So it's not like you have no pool. It's just that it has to be your own. You can't just like go, oh yeah, I'm a noble. Give me money. Give me
Yeah.
everything.
I mean, the only connection to the common folk would have through Maria, but yeah.
But what if you were your father? I'm just gonna say, if you ever wanted to be your father, now is the chance.
That's a very serious crime.
If
Doing
he
what
finds out,
again? I didn't.
if they find out,
True. If they find out.
be your father.
Find out. I have
What? I didn't hear what.
He offered to you to take the face of your father.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, I thought you were too chicken for that.
I've caused them enough trouble, and I've given them enough reasons to be disappointed in me. I don't need to add another one to the library.
Okay, what if? No, that we're talking about fathers. What if I looked like my father and I wanted to see the report? Would that help?
No,
Let's throw them under.
I don't think so. I would go there first and talk to.
Hello,
that
I'm Kunrik Senior. I'm dead. I would like to read my autopsy report.
Yes.
I think we don't know where this stink starts, so I think for now I would just proceed and just talk to Mr. Slaughterer and just assess if I would advise that you pay close attention to his manners. If he gets nervous at all, we might want to follow him. If he may be forthright and provide us more leads. But for now, I think it does make sense to attempt to pull any rank if Miles doesn't have that much of a pull on his own without creating some sort of shenanigans.
Let's go talk to the guy.
Should we contact Lance first and see if he?
While you do that, let's go see what Miles found out.
Miles.
mean,
Miles
Lance?
Right here.
Because Miles
Let
found
me
out.
roll.
Oh dear.
Oh no, it's gonna be a shit situation. Okay.
What's the snake's guy's name? You find him here. That's
Grand?
Yeah, Grant.
I'm gonna say like you start like going around trying to find people you like studied with and they're like, oh yeah, I'm from like Navtrafen or whatever. And you face such a wall of grim unfriendliness that every single investigation attempt you try just gets. Hello, sir, could you? No! Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is when you get a call.
Hello?
Any leads? We found something.
No, the people with academy background on this on this isle don't like people who don't know them, apparently. So no.
You want to join us then? We're going to
So where are you headed?
to the NHPD.
Okay, we're going for
Can I
police.
get Miles? Do you know where that is? We saw a map, right? We have.
Yes.
Do we have a general inkling of where it is?
I mean,
I will tell
there
Lance
would
how to.
also technically be more like also like I think what's it called like a
address?
precinct number because like it's obviously more than one building, so give you like a more specific police department. Like there's more than one.
Yeah, then I will give Lance the address and where to go, and I will tell that that we can meet up there,
Right.
or we can come back to the ship and pick him up if he wants to.
No, we can
Yes.
meet there. That works fine.
Okay, cool.
I'll cast this on Bobby and me, and we get 3 sensors in one. Just because sharks can detect your heartbeat, and I'm hoping I can check his heartbeat when we talk to him. This sense, and why not this sense? Maybe it helps. I don't know. I intend to use all my spell slots.
Very good.
Bobby, no offense, but are you really the best person to talk to them? You're like kind of distracting your new form.
I don't see any reason. I'm polite. I'm
Okay,
nice to
okay.
talk to.
Okay.
I mean, you could let me do talking and you just focus on.
And there menacingly.
Yes.
Oh, that's
focus
good.
on looking at signs.
Yeah, I will intervene when I feel like it. If I hear anything that would tick any boxes of bounty hunting.
You can be the bad cop.
No, I literally can't.
2 guys walk in the police precinct. I'm gonna be a good cop. You're gonna be bad cops. The cops inside. Really?
I don't have it in me to be the bad cop.
They don't know that.
Oh, it would mean that I have to put up a certain attitude that just goes against my being. Someone else can be the bad cop.
Do I look like a bad cop to you?
I mean,
it's more
knowing your
about the
investigative
attitude.
abilities, yes.
It's a good cop, not a bad cop. I offer 3,000 credits.
All right, let's go talk to the guy, and yeah, you can talk to him, or I can talk to him. I don't care. I'll.
But assuming he still works there, maybe he doesn't work there.
Yeah,
anymore,
maybe-
we need to track him down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you like converge at the precinct. Lance arrives a little bit later because he needed to get all the way from the dock. I mean, I think you could teleport some way because you've been like in the town.
No.
You wouldn't. Okay. Yeah, in that case, you have to wait like half an hour for him. You meet up. You like share the news a bit more in detail, and like, all right, let's go in. It's more like basically like, the police department is in a like town center, of which there are multiple, which is like a police department, a library, a medical center, so like a huge basically like facility that services many citizen needs, so to speak. Go in, you go to the reception area, like a bunch of like people sitting, like getting talking to civilians who walk in and go like, "Oh my dog has raised from the grave again. Send somebody to purify it, please." or something like that. And yeah, you'll walk up to like an empty window. There's like a burly orc in like a uniform sitting behind it. Who up? Good afternoon. How can I help you?
Good afternoon. We're looking for someone with the name of. Oh fuck! I need to scroll up.
Slaughterer.
Mr. T. Slaughter.
Detective T. Slaughter.
Detective T. Slaughter. Does he still work?
One
here?
moment.
Is he literally punching the table because there are no computers?
No,
or
they
is-
do have computers. Like in the town centers, they have computers. But yeah,
Okay.
you see him going like.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
just typing
Doctor
with the middle
typing.
fingers on the table.
"Hmm."
Yeah, I'm gonna check if he's still
no,
here.
no. Like he's like going like with one finger. It's like a big. It's more like a typewriter looking machine.
The T's right there in the middle.
He punches in, and then like the huge what you thought was like an armoire behind him like goes whirring, and a small shelf opens, and he stands up and goes up and like picks up like a cards, goes out of there, and he's like,
No.
I'm sorry, you're about 5 years late. Mr. T. Slaughter has died in the line of duty.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh.
It was a terrible zombie breakdancing.
Did he have any partners, perhaps? Anyone that worked with him on a specific case 20 years ago?
20 years. One moment.
If it helps, we want to find out more about a fire that occurred at. I give him the address
The address, yeah.
where it used to happen.
That is a lot of requests. One moment.
Take your time.
Ding! His cases has been taken over by a new detective. I could ask whether he...
I would very much appreciate that.
For the other things, we do crime. We deal with crimes here.
It's fishy. Fishy.
You're the bad cop. I always.
Freudian slip, I see.
We do crime, cops.
So, if you're looking for news reports, the library is next entrance. Any details
Oh,
cannot
thanks.
get publicly unless you are.
Did he give us the name of the other guy?
No, he said like he will ask us.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't just
Yeah.
like, hey, yes, go into the police department and find people.
Yeah. Okay.
If you guys want, I can start checking on that other stuff. I see in the library if what's written in there, just in case, you know?
Yeah. You want to take Donald with you?
I might as well.
Sure, yeah. I don't mind. Just looking through old stuff, I suppose.
Sure.
For the cop, just did I hear correctly that there was this part about someone being involved in the matter? Would it help if we mentioned that Winnell is a family member of the people that we are looking for that were involved in the fire?
Eh?
Yeah, I'm asking you if I get the sense that this would actually help us get a connection here.
I mean, we'll probably talk to the detective.
Maybe, but maybe not to the receptionist guy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, I'll wait for him to make the request
Right.
and then see
Yes.
how that pans out.
Anything else?
I
Not
think
at
that
the
is all
moment.
for now.
And please take a seat. I will go inquire. Stands up. He's like big. Like he stands up. Like one of his buttons goes. And like goes off to the building. It's around like people sitting, complaining to each other. Like somebody stole my sweet roll.
Oh no.
Is there any newspapers around here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, I'll read up.
I would like to, as Bobby said,
Oh yeah, newspapers. Good idea.
go over to the library next door with
Right.
Talu and ask about.
Yeah, both of you roll me an investigation. Basically, tell me who helps whom, or roll separately, up to you. While I go and tell Miles what's in the newspaper. So, newspaper. So
You could also check old newspapers, by the way, in the library.
Sure. Yeah, then you investigate as well. Okay, Miles. So the big news is that after that tornado, hurricane, thingy, whatever that passed through Akka, apparently the meteorologists or whoever, the map makers, have interesting. Have found new labyrinth, new channel, new route somewhere, which means that there's like a new place ships might be able to jump to whenever they decipher it. And that's kind of really big news, because what if it leads to a new cluster? There could be a lot of land over here. So you get a feeling like reading the news that like a lot of the factions are like, okay, let's prepare for that and sit tight. But there are things happening, have happened already by now on Orella. So Akoy basically and his lawyers basically have attempted to
Stabilize
No.
the situation.
Like last month, you read that Orella was resorting to hiring mercenaries to fill up the ranks because like army was standing down. Okoye and his lawyers tried to like poke legal holes into their contracts and to like say basically like these mercenaries were illegal on this land, they have a permission, blah blah blah, and they succeeded. But as they were living in a hurry, the mercenaries have burned down the lawyer's office. So they are currently unavailable. Nobody really died, but a lot of paperwork was destroyed. So they're busy restoring that. Also, some other like of Okoye's people have released more names of basically government informers, people who were tattling on the rebels and feeding information to the government. Well, it didn't end well for those people. So yeah, Okoye is slowly creeping in on the government, which has escalated in response. They somehow managed to bring in like I think it's called like official like something like armored division, like basically like tanks and stuff like that, how it's called like in the army.
Yep. Yeah.
like brought those troops into the city, which did take up defensive position again around the government buildings, and then basically said, "We're gonna stay here. We're not gonna let anybody in, or kill people, or burn those buildings, but we're not shooting at anybody either." So basically, we're
Okay.
gonna be the wall. We're not shooting at civilians, but we're not letting civilians burn the buildings either.
Okay.
So, kind of weird situation.
I have a question about the thing beforehand. So Okoye outed like people who tattled on rebels, right?
Yes. Like basically people who.
But wouldn't those people be more in
You?
since the rebels were? Huh? Yeah, no, us for sure. But like, wouldn't those be people who were sort of with the Red Dawn? Because the rebels were against the Red Dawn. Or no? Am I
Hard to say.
not directly? Okay.
Like you're not fucking sure. That's what the news say. Because as you remember, Okoye is basically now drawing the line of like there's a bad government that works with the Soul Union and promotes piracy and everything, and we had nothing to do with that government. We had everything to do with the good government that want you to be happy. So we're trying to help the good government in exile that wants to help you, the people, to demote the bad government. So maybe like there is a chance that he's basically giving up his own people in a way to gain attention. You don't know. You don't know.
Okay, no, that was just, it was just confusing from that perspective. No, thank you.
Where did he go? Miles.
He wrote that he can still hear you.
Okay, so that's the news, pretty much. Like the rest is most like minor news, but nothing like big going on. Library. Lens helping Dalo find. You were looking newspapers about the fire.
Yeah, anything public about that fire?
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
more or less. I think that's the easiest way to go. Go back 20 years, look for fires, and then
like
maybe find
report,
the one.
So on. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Robert, what were you looking for?
I'm a bit torn. I need what do you think as players? Should I go to the library as well to investigate, or should I stick around here and wait for the
No, it's fine to stick around, I think.
Yeah, either is your choice.
Yeah,
I'd say
I think it's fine
both
either
is
way.
fine. I don't see there's just something else that we should look for the library.
No,
we
I
can
would
just do
actually.
it.
I would have done exactly the same. I would also before you went. I would tell you check newspapers if they mention any specific names or places, etc. Like give a few pointers what they should look for. I would also tell you that see if you can find some sort of administrative registry where you could find out who the owner of the place is.
Yeah. That's the one.
So at least in my home world, they keep track of. There's like a public domain, a place where you can request to find out who the owner of a certain place is. Maybe that works here similarly.
Yeah. Well, can I do
or
that
find
as well?
someone who
Can
would
I-
know
Sure,
that.
okay. Yeah. Find some. Lovely. Phil, you might want to add your parents' names into your backstory in Roll20.
Right, already generated. As promised, first one, you're gonna laugh.
Wait, you literally haven't had your parents' name before today?
I told you. Generator, first name.
No, I meant on your character sheet so that I can look at them and read them.
Yeah, I know, I'm on it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you start going through the papers to like 90 years before, and then going back. It's a lot of manual work because the computer system in here is basically like tells you where to go look, but not an exact place. There's like go to section like P14Z or whatever. And you go there and there's like a shelf separated in years, and there's just like archives of newspapers, and start taking them out and like going quickly through them. But after about like half an hour of searching, Dal, you do come upon an incident that kind of like matches the year, and it basically goes like not a quote, but something along the lines of like horrible break-in at missionary residence in downtown Nachtschaffen on the night of blah 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 blah. Basically, the official news is that it was a robbery gone wrong. Two adults, one name and second name that field is currently generating for us, dead. Yes.
It's the father is called Walden.
Loudon Kenrick.
Walden Quinrick. And the mother is Winkerin Quinrick.
Sure.
Winkerin.
Is the double in the W mandatory or what?
Generator says yes. We reformat that.
Okay, thank you. Lovely.
Logrin and Winkerin.
Yeah, never trust a half-elf to name their child right. Yes, Valben Kenrick and Winkarin Kenrick dead. Their child, their son, Winnel Kenrick, missing. There was an arson afterwards, supposedly to cover up their crime. And there is a reference to a police case, but when you go to pull that file, it is classified.
Right. Just the ownership is classified?
No. The police case file for this murder.
Oh, just for the fire.
Yeah.
Still on the fire.
You
So
were also...
the details of
yes,
the fire. Okay.
You were also looking for ownership, right?
Yes.
The build...
Yeah, I think with this new information might help us find that one quicker or some shit.
The building has belonged to a missionary organization known as Sun Children, a Soul Union missionary organization, like missionary / cult.
Soul Union.
Help send. Like Red Cross, what kind of organization is it?
Is that normal? Soul
Just
Union?
an NGO,
Yeah,
but those
basically
probably weren't an
yes.
NGO.
Yes. So that's what you find. Relief, yes.
Have
relief.
is there any more details on that, on the Sun Children?
All right.
That's
you go look
there?
that up, make me another investigation check.
All right.
I'll help him again. Or try to.
Yeah, just roll, I'll account for it, basically. Oh. You start looking for like Sun Children. Like you get information basically that like about 20 years ago they were like a missing organization that came here to offer relief to, as they said, the poor and the downtrodden. Was faced with polite resistance from the population of Nachtschaffen. The missionary conversion proved to be a failure. Like people of Nachtschaffen weren't into worshipping the sun god. So, and then it kind of like disappeared, and if I no more news.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just went there.
Well, makes sense if you think about it, right? Probably this entire missionary thing was just his parents and him. So probably disappeared right with them dying or disappearing or whatever. Makes sense to me at least. And I don't think the ownership of the building is getting us anywhere either. I think we're just gonna go in a circle where we find that these son children were ran by his parents or some shit like that.
Makes it a lot smaller than what we thought.
It might be, yeah. I think
does the way
he
Winland
would have
described it,
known
it
others
was-
that were involved too,
Okay.
so probably was very small.
He was a
But who
wee little
knows?
rectifier back then. No backstory.
Well, is there evidence of other how do I say it?
Not in what you find with the 5.
Okay, sure. Well, I was going to say other like activities done by other rectifiers, mostly.
Oh, that's gonna be a separate role.
Yeah. Okay.
And you get a feeling that going that broad will take you a lot of.
Right. Well, I don't see what else we can gain here immediately. Unless this police report can be gotten into, then the only thing I can see is trying to learn a bit more about this Sunchild, about that group, and see, even though it's dead, maybe get info on it. But maybe I've never been one, especially here, for being with guards or detectives what Bobby's doing. Maybe Bobby has more contacts there. Maybe Miles has some contacts, and I don't know. If it's
And we can wait and
classified.
see what they found in the meanwhile. I mean, this probably took us some time. so-
Yeah, you spent
Yeah.
quite a while in there. Meanwhile,
Is it possible for just as a for my curiosity, it's classified, right? But this is on a system. It isn't. It's on a system, even though it's pretty like it's.
It's basically like
primitive.
you found the news report. The news report has a link to a police case,
Yeah.
but in case of being a public police case, it's a classified police case. So you figure you won't be able to access it publicly.
Even like so, no hacking. It's basically saying that it's
paper.
classified, but the actual paper might be somewhere else.
Yes, most likely.
Yeah. Okay.
You're like, it's most likely next
that's
door to
fine.
the police department, and if what we not told you is true, there's a very good explanation why it's classified.
Okay. Well, what immediately goes through my head, Lance, with all this is, I can just go in and get it. That's a bit of a decision. I
Yeah,
have
you
done
wanna
stuff like this
try and-
before, but
I
might
look
be hard.
around that no one's too close to us as he says this, and I'm like, you want to
Oh,
go
right.
into the police station and you want to find a 20-year-old file in the
If a
classified
file
section?
is there, that's what I'm assuming.
If it's
That's
still,
it, if it's But I've done stuff like this before. I
Yeah,
don't know how different it'll be here.
how about
just an
we
option.
wait for what they found first, and if
Of course, yeah.
and after that we can see if that's a good option to take. Why not? Some police
Meanwhile,
archives.
next door, you two are sitting like checking the newspapers. You find what you found, and you see the big orc kind of go oh to you, and as you walk up, stand up and walk up to him, you see another individual, also like in uniform, like from the back, or not from the back, like from the inside of the building and down to the reception area, and you see walking like this, tall, thin, albino raven Arakokra guy
Mm.
who like wings folded very like tightly to not get in the way, who walks towards the two of you, like thrusts out his hand for a handshake, shakes one hand, shakes the other hand, and goes, I am Detective Rick, taking over the deals from Jack's daughter. Who are you? Why are you? What do you know? What are you telling me about this case? I am kind of in a hurry. If you want to talk, please talk now, after the break.
Okay.
And we're back. Alright, yeah, so you were there waiting until an albino raven Arakokra walked out to you, thrust out his hands, shaked both of your hands, and I'm...
Not mine.
Huh?
Not mine.
Both hands.
Yeah, he does. He shakes
both
yours.
hands.
Yeah.
Yours and
Oh,
his.
I thought-
Not my left and right hand.
No,
It's your
no.
hand and
One
mine.
hand, second hand of different people.
Oh,
But aren't there three hands?
He double shakes. So
Who's
essentially,
third person?
Winnel,
Winnel?
Miles, and me.
No, we're not just Winnel. Sure, he shakes three hands. And I'm gonna slow down a little bit, otherwise I start making mistakes. But he basically goes, hello, I am Detective but you can call me Ricky. And why are you here? What do you want? How do you know? What do you want to know about Mr. Jack? Talk, I'm busy.
We're specifically inquiring about a fire that took place 20 years ago and killed 2 members of that household. Can you share any information you know about that case?
Which household? What are you talking about? 20 years ago? I wasn't born 20 years ago.
I give him the details about the address, date of the fire.
There was also a case that was originally handled by Azak T. Slaughterer, detective,
And was
we
passed
were-
down to you.
Yeah,
Yes, detective. Very
And-
good man. Very good man. Very good man. Strong
and
mind.
actually, Mr. Kinrick here is a relative of what we assume are the 2 deceased,
Is he?
his parents.
What kind of relative? What is your name? How are you related to them? What do you know about the
Yep.
case? I've been here for a long time.
No, we just got here. My name is Winnel. Those were my parents, and I would like to find out what happened to them. Good enough? Should I speak faster?
Follow me. That's
Okay.
walking
Follow him.
into the precinct.
I follow.
Oh,
Are these
wait.
wooden?
You can go in. You can go in. Doors are small. You'll break it. Can you duck?
Oh,
Can you roll? Can you crawl? Can you barrel
Can
roll?
you crawl?
I can bow down a bit and kneel. Sure,
Okay.
as long as I don't break the floorboard.
I'll keep you in the first floor.
Don't you have like a suitcase mode? Where you fold together?
No.
Well,
The suitcase mode.
unfortunately, that won't change anything about my weight, but it would just make me a bit more entertaining, I guess. Talking luggage.
You can like get through the door, and there's like basically like, the big open space where all of these like police officers are sitting around and working. And he gets you to like an office that basically like, goes Detective Ricky, whatever spelled out how I sent you the picture, and like there's another like awkward moment where he like bounces a little bit as you try to get through his door into the office, and which becomes very claustrophobic,
Cramped.
yeah, very quickly. And basically as the table gets moved towards the door because otherwise there's not enough space for you, and you basically stand there and he goes, case, yes, arson case 20 years ago, I remember the case. We know that is impossible, you're dead. Why are you not dead?
Oh, look at. Want me dead?
Now, could you perhaps bring out the files and give us whatever information you can give us on the case?
What is your connection? Who are you? What is your name? What are you doing here?
As we said, this is Winnel, and
Yes, who are you?
his parents were. Well, I'm his close friend.
Not enough.
Well, my name is Bobby, or Robert, or BB. We are part of a crew. This is our captain, Captain Miles.
So you're not related to Winnel?
We are not related to Winnel.
Well, they're my new family. You could say that.
Good, wonderful proof. Please show me. Documents of relation, adoption.
Not that kind of
It's-
family.
It's the
Sorry,
chosen
private
kind.
business.
That's-
Cases cannot be disclosed to people who have no direct relation to the individual.
But can
Even
he
if he
be
allows
then?
us to?
Sign a waiver or something. I mean, it's
Fine,
20 years
waivers, waste
ago.
of time. Let's talk. 20 years, 20 years, 20 years, 20 years. Right. Arson. Mercenaries. Yes. Murdered. Kill. Bad case. Remember. Very bad case. Classified. You say you know? You're not dead? You're the son?
Oh, so you found some bodies, or did you not?
I'm asking the questions here. Please answer.
What's the question? If I'm dead again?
You're the son. You're Winnow. You're not dead.
Mm-hmm. That's
Can I check
correct.
your pulse, please? Very quickly, very quickly.
Mm.
Right, alive, not dead, not undead. Open your mouth.
I was wondering for a second, why would he assume that an undead creature and then oh yeah, vampires. Okay.
The doctor too?
Strange, complicated, complicated, complicated. And your name? You haven't introduced yourself. Why are you here? Are you also captain? Family? What is your name?
Who's he
That's
pointing
you,
at?
Miles.
My name is Jordan.
Jordan. Jordan.
I literally told a second before that you're Captain Miles.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay.
Jordan.
Wait, didn't we
Miles
change
Jordan.
my
Miles
face?
Jordan. You're Captain Miles Jordan.
Okay. Yes, Captain Miles.
All right. Winnow Kendrick. Miles Jordan. Robert Beebe.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. What can I tell? What can I
Robert
tell?
Beebe Glass, to be precise.
Right.
Can I get a feel for this guy? Like,
Sure,
what the?
sure. Roll me an insight check. Bad.
Can I
bad,
do the
bad.
same? I wanna know if he's nervous about this case, or what his generally emotion, his reaction
Okay.
is if he's hiding something. Do I get a +2 from the senses?
No. This is insight check, not a perception check.
Oh,
Like, can you
wanna
see his
listen to-
pulse or whatever?
Is what?
Yeah, can we see his pulse with the shark thing?
Like heart rate?
It
or-
says it says notice check or similar skill test. I don't know
When
if the
these new
senses
senses are
are.
applicable. So you
Okay,
want
fair enough.
shark to detect electricity, magic, and pulse.
Well, pulse is electricity.
If it's
Depends.
not.
Is it?
Is it not?
All right, here we go. It's an
Alright.
8.
Wait.
Well, I read somewhere they
Oh,
can
no,
actually
no,
fucking
okay.
detect your fucking heartbeat underwater.
He
But that's underwater.
is definitely twitchy. He looks distracted. Like, it's not that he doesn't want to discuss this case with you. It's more like he doesn't really want to be here right now. That's the sense you're getting, especially because he's like always looking kind of behind you and over your shoulder at the like office at large, and like the people gathered there. And goes right. Yes, no.
Is this a bad time? Should we come back at a moment that's more convenient?
Yes,
for
no, it
you?
depends. I don't know you. What do you do? Are you useful? Can you hold a gun? What can you do?
I hold a gun. I can fix things. I used to be a bounty hunter.
Interesting. Wonderful. Captain, what? Your mercenary group, bounty hunters, investigators?
Sure,
that.
yes.
Sure. Yes. Okay. Understood. Right. So news, case, classified. Can't talk. Need to investigate. Will take time. Busy. Not now. Need to prove. Do you have ID? Proof that your name, that you're here? No. Right. Understood. No proof. No paper trail. Need to find. Yes.
What proof do you need?
You come in.
Identification.
That
Say
you're
you're Winnow
really
Kinrick.
Winnow.
He says he's Bobby Glass. He says he's Mal Jordan. He is lying. He is not. You don't know. No papers. Hard to tell.
Well, do you have DNA
Yeah, what?
samples
Yeah, what?
from the Quinrix?
Yeah, what?
Do you have DNA?
DNA.
What? It's
Living samples. Oh, not living, but organic samples.
It is hard for him to tell because we come from the future.
You mean body bits? Yes.
I don't think.
Buried in the ground, cremated, dead. Exhumation. No. Hard. Need to judge. Need to dig.
You cannot provide us with any details about the case at the moment, correct? I couldn't ask you who the other body was if you assume that one of the two dead was actually the child.
How could I? I don't know you. You're not proven. Very unprofessional. Can't. Not yet. Need to check.
Can't you assess by the kind of distress that my friend here is radiating that he's actually
one?
involved in this?
The one who is lying about his name,
point.
or the one whose family died 20 years ago?
I pointed.
He looked commas in my wall.
Winnel, do you have some sort of ID? You probably have.
You
something,
lived here.
right?
Must have passport. Yes. Visa.
Dude,
I
again,
left
where's he
you,
pointing at?
I left
Family
you with
record.
nothing. So
Do you have 3-month-old bank statement?
He was 10 years old when this happened to his family.
Possible 20-year-old witness. Possible kidnapping. Possible impersonation case. Very complicated.
Were there 3 bodies? Is that what you're implying?
No, 2.
I'm implying nothing. Where did you hear about the bodies?
But you said yourself you have bodies buried. And then cremated. On possible need court. Something like that.
I never mentioned the third body. What do you know about this?
No, but
Who are you? What is your real name? What do you want?
he wants to help
Are we
me.
actually mixing up information
Yes.
that Lance
Yes.
found? Because I
Yes.
think it was him who said there were 2 bodies in the fire.
I think so.
And I said 3.
We don't
Please?
know anything about bodies in the fire at this point because we haven't talked to Lance yet, so we're metagaming.
No, I thought I said 3 bodies because his 2 parents are dead, and then he thinks Winnel is supposed to also be dead.
But we don't know if the parents
He just
are dead because we don't
confirmed
know
to-
anything about the bodies at this point.
You said there are the 3 bodies. He said, how did you know there was 3 bodies?
Yeah, he just confirmed. I thought 3 bodies because he thought Winnel was supposed to be dead as well. So there must have been 3 bodies
Why 3?
because he thinks Winnel is dead.
But maybe his parents
So
are alive.
one-
Mom,
What?
but we
Wait.
know they're dead.
Do you?
His
How do
parents
we?
are
We
alive?
don't know that they're
We
dead.
know
Winnel
he
told us that-
thinks. We know he thinks they're dead.
Wait, Winnel doesn't
Detective
know for
thinks
sure
so
that they're
too.
dead?
No.
Ah, okay. I thought he.
So we have the bodies,
okay,
but Winnel
my bad,
said
my bad.
that he thought. Okay.
And I'm gonna slow down.
You're still not wrong. You're still not wrong.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Do you want to like rewind and?
No, I don't
like,
want to rewind.
Let's say I didn't say 3 bodies.
Let's say by
Okay.
now, just so that we don't metagame anymore, Dalu and Lance, you. By the way, Lance, I think you got thrown off.
Oh, remember I
movement.
said we have compads. We said we text each other. There you go. We said we text each other information.
Sure.
Also, didn't the goblin lady say that they died or something?
Yes,
Oh, no.
because a 60-year-old goblin lady is very trustworthy.
I mean,
Okay,
you know.
we have the information now, and let's assume
Let's
that
say
by now
that
we were able
Lance
to say that.
and Dalu finished
Dalu.
the investigation, and I don't know, you go try and rejoin them so that we don't have the split party where exchange of
Yeah, yeah.
information.
No, it's fine.
is-
I mean,
complicated.
I don't think we're gonna easily connect to them. We can just send them the info we got and wait outside.
it took Bobby 15 minutes to go through that door.
Like we.
Right, fine, whatever. You're not gonna fit in the office anyway. You there? Why are you watching? Looking at your crystal. What are you reading? Your compasses?
What?
Yes,
No.
we have 2 friends who were in the library investigating the same fire because we're trying to find out what happened to my dear friend's parents. And our 2 friends told us that there were some news articles that stated that there were 2 bodies found in the fire. So if you assume that Winnel is one of the dead, there must be at least another one So I was wondering if that is a female or male. Or none of none of it. Who knows? Maybe it was an ogre or, I don't know, dragon in the fire.
I assume nothing.
Just say
Just
it's
asking
two
questions. Must
bodies.
prove your identity before I tell you anything.
Well, he doesn't have documentation. Is there any way we can prove it differently? He, as he just stated, he left here with literally nothing.
You're outsiders, no? Yes, just came here, never been here before, except for him, who says he has, but there's no proof.
No, I've lived here a long time.
I've lived here 1 year, so I don't know. Went to school. Must be some way I can prove that.
Well, yes, you could go to the town center and maybe find records of your school admission, or whatever, medical checks, apps, I don't know. You said you lived here for a long time, yes?
Indeed.
How do you look right now, Miles?
I mean, he changed his face, so
How does your face look?
my face, black hair, a bit long, beard same as I have. Miles is clean shaven, but he has like a beard. Blue eyes, a bigger nose, bigger ears.
Any other striking details?
Pale. Yeah. I don't know if you can change that in a face. Sure.
Sure, face, anything goes.
You. Can you prove that you're from here? Why don't you tell them? Why don't you explain to them? It doesn't work like this.
Well, if my captain is aware of how we can find proof of identity, I think we shall get on that topic now, so we can get more insights into the case.
Yeah, would I know any other way for him to prove his identity, even though he doesn't have ID?
The most likely would be medical checkups.
Medical checkups. Okay.
So that DNA doesn't exist.
Sure.
Or
But you're, like medical. Have you never had a medical card? You're 30-something years old. Like
what's a doctor?
paper medical card
What's
where
a
they
doctor?
write your name down and all your medical history. Oh, am I the only one who lives in such a backward country where those were used like 10 years ago?
No, well, they're electronic in Germany, but you don't the content is technically, I don't think it's stored on the card.
Right.
Anyway, there are systems
like
that
20
when
years
you have
ago
a
in third
medical
world
history.
countries, there used to be like giant basic notebooks with your data and your medical
Yeah,
history.
with like the shots you got or
Yes,
whatever.
Yes. And it was somewhere, so if you go from a hospital to a hospital, it needs to be brought with you because, well, physical.
Okay, so we can get your medical records because there are ways to identify you as you. For example, teeth records. They're pretty unique, aren't they?
Yeah,
And we
Of
can
a 10-year-old?
we can get this settled.
Right, so we need to prove his identity before we can discuss any further information. Is that correct?
Yes.
So once we come back here with proof that he is indeed Winnell, you will sit down and give us whatever information you can about this case?
Perhaps.
Rikik, or Detective Rikik, apologies. I don't know you that well, so hopefully this does not come across as weird or offensive. That's definitely not the intention. This seems to, I'm not sure if this worries you, but it has your thoughts running this whole situation. Am I correct in that assessment?
Perhaps.
Okay. Should we? Second. Should we be concerned
Yes.
that? Should we watch our backs that someone might become aware of us snooping around and someone doesn't like this?
Are you lying?
I never lie.
Make me.
Even when I tell a joke and I have to technically lie for a joke, I immediately tell them that I was
Make me talk check.
joking.
Dan, I had a character question. He knows I lied of my name without me rolling a talk check. Correct?
Based on the discussion you had between yourself, yes.
Oh, okay.
8.
So, yeah.
Hard case, soft case, classified case, maybe fraud. I don't know you. No proof. You're strangers. He's a liar. You're. I don't know. He's dead.
I don't.
Very strange.
Is the door open? Are people looking in?
No. Door's closed.
Okay. Winnow, I think you should take the the effect off.
Right, Mr. Liar?
Yes, no more lies. And he takes, I guess, the face off, and you're correct. I lied about my name. I'm Captain Miles Ruber. I'm not lying.
Yes, that.
And this is a close friend of mine, Winnow Krenrick. He's one of my crewmates. And I understand that we need to verify his identity before you can discuss any further matters. But there seems to be other things running through your mind that are concerning you about this specific case and about Winnow being alive in general. Could you discuss those matters, perhaps?
Make me a talk check.
This is negotiation, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Can you reroll?
Oh, come on. Yeah, I can reroll once.
Oh,
but
it's an
no,
11. It's better.
Are you aware of the people that his parents were working with?
Somewhat.
No.
I'm not.
Didn't you tell? Wait, out of character. Winnow told us the story about that they were working with the people who are trying to cure undead or vampirism.
I thought he meant your parents. Oh, okay, he meant
Wait,
my parents.
who's he pointing
Winnow.
at? Okay, so yeah, so we know who his
yeah.
parents were working with.
Well,
Right?
I don't.
And they were sent by
know.
the Soul Union. We know
Yes.
this at this point, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah, but nothing more. Like if not any faction or.
well,
No,
nothing
not a
more. The
faction.
Soul Union is a faction.
Yeah,
You're
I
talking
mean,
about the Sunchild thing right now, right? That group
No.
from the Sol.
as far as I know, they.
Or no?
Okay, I will tell
But, Mr.
Ricky.
Sir, are
Well,
these
we
individuals
kind of
your
have
employ?
some info. Sorry, what?
I didn't hear, sorry.
Robert, Mr. Sir, are these individuals in your employ?
Yes.
Are they part of your quest?
Yes.
Are they sworn to the secrecy and the internal cases of the order?
He talks very fast. I can't understand. Can you repeat that, perhaps?
Are they sworn
Yes.
into the secrecy and the internal cases of the order?
We're not.
Out of character, what does that mean?
We have clearance.
Basically, yeah. Are you taking responsibility for them?
Yes, I'll take responsibility for them.
Sun children, seditionists, terrorists, extremists, missionary converters. organization dissolved 20 years ago, currently Children of the Sun, being actively tracked by our police force. Suspected in the creation of anti-dead weaponry, smuggling, recruitment of terrorist forces, seditionism. Being investigated by your parents.
Are they linked to Scorned?
Unknown.
Okay.
What do you mean
Cool.
actively tracked? Still after 20 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Easier to have an enemy you know than to destroy an enemy and have another one created. Have not done anything open and legal yet. Have spies in the midst.
Do you know?
So
Do you
can
know
we
any
confirm that
members?
his parents are indeed were amongst the bodies you found?
Unknown. More importantly, you appear today telling that you are the son of those dead people, while I am waiting to pick up a individual who promises to reveal information about the workings of the Children of the Sun and betray them for the benefit of the Red Order. I find that to be a very convenient coincidence.
And one lucky one at that.
Is it? Is it?
Indeed.
I don't know who this individual is. I would assume it's a coincidence, but I can't say yet.
20 years, long time.
Mm-hmm. Who do we know who set fire to that building?
Robert, Mr. John, are you currently under orders of your parents?
Orders?
Yes.
I mean, I'm on my quest.
Quest, your own quest, personal quest.
Yes.
Complicate things. Your clearance level a lot lower than I assumed. Deal, offer deal. There are currently a possibility of most traitors, betrayers being in the midst of this police department. Information has been leaking. I heard
We
things
find them, you give
about
us
your
information.
deeds. You offer me assistance. I share information.
Assistance in what way? Smoking out the
I need people
The
who are
traitors?
skilled and unrelated to the current affairs to help me pick up this witness. Ensure that there is no mole amongst our midst when we pick him up. Transport him. Promised exchange
Security,
of information
basically.
for security. Yes.
Is that okay with you, Winnell and Bobby?
This is getting very political.
It has
Make a
to
choice.
be.
You have 30 seconds.
I'm looking mainly at Winnell.
I want to know.
Deal.
And I'm behind you.
It's just got interesting.
Let's go.
Text Dalu and Lance.
I'll
Yeah.
do it. I was already tapping.
I'll inform the detective that two more are coming to join. They're part of my crew.
Any useful?
Very.
Interesting.
Well, one
did
of them
you,
is
you
useful.
texted
The other
us?
one is.
Did you text Lance and I?
Yeah.
And Tyler? Okay.
So you I start working as Craig continues sharing information with you. Basically, as he said, he fears that there is a mole, the police department of the Soul Union. He is not sure who. So you are very useful because it is highly unlikely that you are a mole, considering, well, you haven't been here for ever, basically. So he will currently treat you as independent mercenaries, just like private security force. He needs to pick up an individual who has promised information about the feelings of the Children of the Sun. That's how they have rebranded themselves now. Very original, I know. So yeah, information about something big happening very quickly in exchange for his security. The witness promises that
Or-
it is monumental, and urgent, but he refuses to speak until he is basically brought to the courthouse, because that's where his security can be promised, including from his own cellmates. Right, cell and terrorist cell. So Urquick basically brings you to the garage, picks up a black coach, which for the purpose of this is basically a ground car, and yeah, and tells you that you need to go and fix the cab.
We're ready to transport more people safely, aren't we?
A specialty.
It's our specialty. We have experience in this field.
Yeah.
I will catch up Lance and Dalu on the details what we're doing.
Yeah, fill them in.
When you sent the text the first time, you just got a text back saying, "Wait, what you told them, Lamau?"
You get back, yeah, lol. Honestly, like.
All right, yeah, can't wait to transport. Lol, let's do it.
Let's see if this one survives.
What? Our chances are better. We have better success rates than 50%. Come on.
Yes, Fable Tour, so good you may lose your head.
Yeah.
What's the sorry, I need to yawn for a second.
Sorry, again?
What's sorry, I had to yawn. What is the transport situation? Are we going to be in a vehicle or are we on foot?
Well,
No, we get.
His plan was to get you in a vehicle, which is basically like a dead horse-drawn carriage. But yeah, you kind of don't fit in it really at all.
We can use a grab flyer.
Size-wise or
or-
weight-wise.
We take the wagon and I go into
Flying
Robocop
Bobby mode.
Yeah.
Basically, he says that
I
the
don't-
issue
just
is you have very little time.
So Dan,
Yes.
we probably don't need to be inconspicuous here, but it just because we're on a TL3 world, they're not, completely ignorant to the higher tech, are they? Or do they see like a graphic and go, "Oh my god, dragon"?
I mean, basically, like them seeing a Graflyer would be the same as you guys seeing, I don't know, like a Lamborghini on the street. It's like,
Ferrari. Yeah.
well, I've seen it before, but I'm still gonna look.
And take a selfie with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, every time you're in the city and you see a helicopter flying overhead, you're like, oh, helicopter.
True.
I mean, we can take the carriage if time is of the essence, because getting back to the ship and flying back here
that
will
takes
take time. And I'm happy to. I ask how much time he estimates this whole escort will take, assuming that everything works fine. Like 1 hour, 2 hours.
He says that you need to do it in 1 hour if whatever information this guy promises is to be useful, assuming he's not lying.
Okay.
All right.
Then,
Yeah, so we're in Speedy Gonzalez mode.
And I will go into Bobocop mode.
I'll change my face. You want another face, 2 miles?
Nah, seems to be working against me.
I gotta start doing that.
Yeah.
I think according to my calculations, you, Bobby, like dashing in your Bobocop mode are slightly faster than an average undead horse. I think you're flying or running really at a speed of about 70 kilometers per hour.
What the
fuck?
Yeah, I'm
What?
super fast. So my speed is.
I mean, his
six and-
golem is think it's the fastest. No way. I think there's another
So wait,
faster.
so we're on
golem.
like the
No, I think the mechs are actually a bit faster. Fuck, I didn't write down the speed.
I mean, your speed is
thing.
6
I think
multiplied by 10. So.
yeah.
So-
Okay, so 60 meters.
Oh, there are faster ones, but not by much.
Yeah.
Are we basically the kids in the car that are looking out the window and
The
imagining
light
that
specialist is the fastest
imaginary
at
friend
100
running
kilometers per
along?
hour. Not
Just
100,
see you just parkouring, jumping.
More like
Yeah,
Jetpack.
gently levitating above the ground.
Yeah.
Because you don't want
for
running
that.
on these roads in this kind of golem. You're gonna wreck them.
Yeah.
All right. So Rikik names an address where he needs to go pick this guy up, and once again urges you that time is of import. So hopefully you're not gonna be interrupted, but he'll try to get you there as fast as he can.
I
Why
could
are you in a
literally pick
hurry?
him up, fly there, and to pick up the not the victim. What is the other one? The witness. And just fly them to the courthouse.
That would also work.
I can carry 2 people. We said I can't do anything else while carrying except for dashing through the snow.
216
Dashing through the
kilometers
snow.
per hour.
But it would mean that I could essentially get away from any danger very
Not
quickly.
per second, 60 meters per round.
Yeah.
Per
yeah.
6
So
seconds, so it's
10
10
meters
meters.
per
Okay.
And
Yeah.
actually, no, it's
Okay.
not. It's more like his basic speed is 60, so if he dashes, it's 120 per round. 20 meters.
20 meters per second. Okay. So just
That's
divide that by
insanely
3.
fast.
That's still, yeah, that's
Well,
still.
well, let's hope they bring knives and not pistols, because then fuck them. What are they
Yeah,
gonna do?
72 kilometers per hour. Yeah. Rikik asks you if you are sure that no, he shakes his head and says that especially if there is a mole, then we must not abandon security. You flying both of them in a straight line will be both conspicuous and easy to target.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Is he just supplying us the carriage? And okay, so we need Lance to pilot the carriage.
Well, you haven't told Rikik that Lance can pilot a carriage, so Rikik
Well, we have
planning
a
to
pilot in the
pilot
crew.
it himself.
Okay.
But
So we can have everyone in the carriage and Bobby just flying near.
Yeah.
Can we have that?
you can.
Okay.
Oh, Bobby can be
Uh-huh.
on.
I can also pull the carriage, probably.
You
I
can.
can't be the horse.
Yeah.
I mean, if it helps Lance
Okay,
pilot the carriage better.
I'm gonna pilot the carriage and be the shooting horse.
I mean, you can carry it or shoot, but you can't carry it.
Okay, then I'll fly. I want to shoot if it comes down to it.
I want to shoot. I want to shoot my gun. All right. So, yeah, I guess you set off. Any ideas for you to get there faster?
Put
First
Lance-
off, why do
put
we need
Lance
to go
behind
there
the-
fast?
Because we have an hour to get him to the.
Yeah, but why? Why the rush?
According to the witness,
Because-
something very big is happening this evening, and unless this information is passed to the police very quickly, it will be too late to act upon this information.
Okay.
But he refuses to speak
Yeah,
this
you.
information until you get him to safety. So the faster you get him there, the more time they would have to
I
act.
suggest we put Lance behind the wheel. Oh, in this case, behind the reins.
Sure.
Can I do a bit of scouting to find out which routes are the least
Right.
busy, so we
Yes.
have a better way to get through?
Yes, you can try. All right.
Is that
Well,
wisdom
we're
notice?
out of character.
Also, go ahead.
Out of character. Where is this location closer to the port than it is to here?
No, it's the opposite side from the port. It's deeper into
Okay,
the city.
so but how much faster is the graph flyer? Than
Graph
whatever
flyer
thing we
is
would be taking from the
much
fort.
faster, but
We'd have to get to it and then take it out of the ship and everything.
Getting to it is not the issue.
Okay.
Getting to it takes literally walking into a dark alley.
But it takes exposing your secret.
No, it's just something happened in between. Who knows where that graph flyer was beforehand?
Okay,
Who knows
fair
how we
enough.
got there so fast? There are many explanations.
Wait, you can teleport a graph flyer?
no.
No, he can
Mm.
teleport into the graph flyer and then fly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good question.
So the question is if that is much faster than taking any carriage.
You will save
probably
some
safer.
time. You will save like 10-15 minutes based on distance.
But it's more obvious. I
It will be
would say.
extremely obvious. It will be again like trying to land a helicopter in the middle of a downtown suburban area or whatever.
I mean, we have a flying Bobota, so
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like inconspicuous is our strong suit.
Stealth missions, let's go.
Captain make a call.
Yes.
Nance, you're more comfortable with the graph,
Well-
right?
Well, no, I've driven carriages before. It's just boring, but I can do it.
Can Bobby pull the card faster?
Then I cannot
Yes,
shoot.
but then he
I
can
want to
shoot.
shoot.
Oh, okay.
It will be a lot less conspicuous
You
than
need-
flying, but
I say, let's go with the carriage. Have a new challenge.
Sure.
Okay, I will hover on the ground next to it, and just fly up like a couple of meters so I can check, scout a bit ahead.
alright. In that case, you make me
Well-
a perception check basically to scout for horse jams.
Can you add +2 to that?
Yeah, I guess. And
Yeah, then it's
Lance, since you are trying to, I assume, drive as quickly as possible without breaking the law
Mm-hmm.
and crushing the cart, make me a pilot
Who
check.
cares about the law? What? Are there laws for speed?
Yes.
For carts?
Carriages.
They
I-
do need your
To
body
be clear,
intact.
to be clear, I don't care about the laws. I only care about speed and not hurting people on the way.
Well, that also at certain speeds, your dead skeletal horse may fall apart.
Oh, that poor thing.
I mean, when cops do a chase, they go over the speed limit, right? That's just never mind.
I mean, when they are in the middle of a chase, you are not in the middle of a chase.
Where's the other one? Why can't I find it? Yes, here. For
I mean, we have a detective with us. I think he can talk us out of a ticket for speeding.
Actually, Bobby, you want to be a horse as well? Like less inconspicuous?
Nah. Nah.
A 500-kilo horse.
I'll just
Actually,
be
that's a very
what I
light
am.
horse.
Yeah.
Actually, that's about
I'm a
average.
flying robot with a very dangerous gun in his hand.
With a tiny gun in his giant
But
hand.
you could look like anything you want.
No, that's fine.
Okay, so that's a very high pilot dexterity check. Not very high dexterity, but rather high pilot check.
The usual.
Yeah. All right. So, Bobby, you're basically like being the traffic balloon, saying like go left, go right, like turn right after 200 meters. Texting him. Lance is texting and driving. And very.
It's perfectly legal at these speeds. Look at it. Look at this horse.
I mean, it's a horse. It drives on its own, basically. Yeah. But yeah, it's not so much about you going fast. It's more about just picking the correct route, and you arrive into the block where this witness is supposed to be. let's say with 10 minutes to spare of the hour you needed to get to him, where Rick tells you to all right, slow down. We don't want anybody paying too much attention to us. There's really good chance we're getting into the Children of the Sun network territory. So let's try not to look like cops. Haha, you don't look like cops anyway. But you slow down and start carefully navigating this much narrower side roads, and Rick tells you park here, and checks his device and says that he will go and try to talk to the guy, pick him up, and hope it's not a trap. And keep the horses fed and be ready to leave. Keep the horses animated. Yes.
Yes, yes. I will play mind games with them. Yes.
All right. So he gets.
When he leaves, when he starts to leave, I'll finally cast my fucking spell on him. Just to get an uplink with him. As far as I understand, you can cast it as long as you see the target, and then once he goes around the corner, I assume it still works, because otherwise it would be pretty useless.
Yeah. No, that is true. Yeah. Okay, he gets a mental save, which does roll pretty high. 1 second.
No, he doesn't.
Well,
what? Why? Why doesn't he?
I don't know.
I thought you had the lucky feat.
I'm just praying for different results.
I could have told him and asked for consent, and maybe he wouldn't resist, but I'm never gonna ask for consent again. We discussed.
Nope. Yeah, no. He rolled high now that even an ordinary human will save on this. So yeah. Yeah, you cast a spell, and for a moment your eyes goes ooh, and then you're back to yourself, and you're like, crap, my connection has failed.
Yep.
All the spells lost. All right, so he disappears behind the corner, and you wait for a couple minutes until you see him kind of returning back with a suspiciously not pale guy walking along him, who's kind of being very nervous. He looks even more nervous than Rick does in his normal state.
I start walking in front of him, so if anyone tries to shoot at him, they have to aim between my legs or something.
As he gets with that guy, a giant golem lands in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy.
And I say, I'm here for your protection.
Come with me if you want to leave.
I wanted to go there, but I didn't. But I should have.
Yeah. The guy immediately goes "Oh fuck!" and tries to run, but Rick just grabs him and goes basically, "No, see, protection, promised, very good protection. Go!" And drags him along basically.
Hello,
screaming into the new age. And let's see, there are 4 of you, 5, 6. Yes, exactly 6. Perfect. It's a 6-seater car, coach, carriage, whatever. And grabs him and throws him into the carriage and gives you the address of the. Actually, you don't need the address because you need to basically go back to the police precinct. Where you started coming from. Yes, Diablo 2 corpse explosion. Yes, so you basically need to get right back where you started from.
No.
Is anybody watching us? Can we
Make me a
look
perception
around?
check.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
also
let us
like
know.
to scan the vicinity,
Go for it.
like fly up a bit and check for like the next streets.
Right.
It's
Much
got a
as
bit
wisdom.
ahead. 8.
Can I'll add plus
And
2,
if-
okay?
Mind if I roll as well, or rather help
Oh,
if
fuck.
it's too late?
Too late for help, so just roll your own.
Okay.
Everybody's rolling so well today.
876. At least we're descending.
Ah, there we go.
Nice.
So, yeah, you take off. You still take off your edge, I guess. Start getting out of this area. Yeah.
Can I maybe help with driving? Not help them, but like help this situation in general by judging by the route here and what we have seen of the city to maybe take a path potential assassins or whatever wouldn't expect. Taking mostly side routes and trying to be fast.
Well, that would be
something
your
like
skill
it.
check, right? Basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yes.
Well, I
If I can
think
make
we
a check.
didn't make it to your skill check yet.
Ah, sorry, I misunderstood in that case.
No, like they're asking if they see anybody, so I'm like, you start to take off, and they look around, and all seems clear, except to you, Dalu, who sees like a nightmare with a rider, kind of like
Okay.
poke out of the like side alley, like wait until you like get to the end of the road, like get into the traffic, and begin moving along with you. And at first you think like, well, I mean, sure,
Could be
he
coincidence.
has a flying horse, could be coincidence, but then you like take one turn, he turns, he takes the second turn, he turns, he takes the third turn, he turns, or she, I'm not sure.
Okay, I pointed out to everybody preparing, to be ready.
You got a tail?
There's there's someone I've been watching for a while. Gave him a couple of chances. He's still following. Just be ready. I don't know anything about him. Can't see much. Can I see much other than the ride that he's on?
That's
or-
what you see right now.
That's it. Okay, just mention that.
Urquick goes like, what? No, have you been followed? Like shakes the guy. Like, no, what? Like starts like petting him around and like gets into his pocket, takes out like a crystal. Goes, you stupid! Breaks it, like throws it out and goes, well, how did that music track go? No time for waiting?
Caution.
No time for caution? Yeah. As now I need Lance to make a skill check. Yeah, let's start with a skill check. Also, oh, I forgot to do.
Out of character question: are nightmares here the same like nightmares in D&D, where they can shift into and out of the planes of Shadowfell?
Oh, they can fly.
Okay.
No, it will fly until I start shooting it.
Oh, 14. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a lot.
Nice.
Yeah. So basically, you're like, oh, it's a traffic. Yeah, there were traffic lights in the 80s. It's a traffic light. It's going red. And you're like slowing down, and you're like, at the last moment, I get through it, get like past two shouting cars, honking cars, and like through the intersection and
Cars.
running down the street as like the nightmare guy is there behind who's like, oh crap, I don't have much space to lift off over here, but he does eventually like find an ability to like lift off and begins chasing you on through air, and that's when you, Bobby, notice another nightmare like lift from between the buildings and begin to flanking basically the path your vehicle is taking. So one second.
Rikic, tell me when I should start shooting.
Remember last time we hesitated?
Yeah.
We-
Can we?
Yes.
Yeah. Can we shoot? Rikic?
1 second.
Please.
At least the horses.
I can also warn them and say it's official police business. If they come closer, I will start shooting them.
Can you grapple a horse down? Pin him
I
down.
won't grapple. I'm weak.
Right. Yeah.
That just seems too
I am
risky.
weak, Anakin.
Just get on the horse, and then it can't carry 500 kilos on its back.
Just drag it to the ground.
I think I'm just going to be intimidating and sort of point my sniper rifle from the top of the carriage.
We can shoot their legs and give them like a flat leg or something.
That's a death sentence to a horse.
It's already dead.
Yes,
It's
sadly.
already dead,
It's
so
already-
it's okay.
No, it's a nightmare. Isn't a nightmare alive?
No, it's an undead
Mm-mm.
horse.
Those are the black horses with the fiery thing, right?
Yes.
Flame
Or am I
coming out,
thinking
yeah.
about another creature? Wait, let me.
Oh, that's right, I think.
All right, let's say it's not a nightmare; it's a skeletal nightmare. Okay.
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 F.
It looks like I'm imagining the horse from what's that damn movie called now? I can't remember it.
Harry
You know,
Potter.
Nicolas Cage skull fucking Knight Rider, is it? You know, Knight Rider.
I know what you mean.
Basically Ponita, but black.
Oh, you're thinking about nightmares.
Like yeah, Ponita from
Okay,
Pokemon,
I'm
just
gonna
instead
use
of like
this
black.
image. It's fine. I mean, that's how they look like. Oh, come on! Are you gonna work today?
How is he holding onto a flame?
That's
Not
Pokemon.
question.
Yeah,
it's a
I was gonna
skeletal
ask, why does she have-
nightmare. It's a mix between a horse and a bat. Okay.
The funny thing is, you're not gonna ask about her armpit hair fire thing.
Oh.
That's just gonna.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
The other question is, how does he ride flames? Does that not hurt?
Oh, true.
He does it like Lance does it.
With style.
Okay. Just-
Calmness?
Yeah. So, Ricky, can we shoot? Permission to shoot.
Okay, and
I might
all right.
just
So you should have
just fire.
character sheet for Black Coach in vehicles, just for quick reference, and I'm just a piece of paper for again visual reference. Because we're going, we're going into a chase mode. Now let's.
What's that gift from?
The last one is like the Testral or whatever horse from Harry Potter. It kind of looks like what I imagine.
Testrals,
So sure,
Okay.
I don't think it's undead, but
Mhm.
that's kind of how it looks like. I think.
We all have seen death. We
Yes.
can see it.
So yeah. So because Lance had a wonderful first skill check, you start with basically one escape point, and we're gonna do this in rounds where you're trying to escape. Well, one way or the other, where all of you guys try to assist Lance, either by assisting Lance or by hindering your enemies, which I'm just gonna make 2 for the purpose of hit points. And then he's gonna make a skill check, and assuming you get 3 green ones, you escape. or basically you make it to the precinct before they catch you. If you get 3 red ones, they catch you before you reach the precinct. Which doesn't mean they're not gonna die, but they will catch you. So,
So is this like a amalgamation between space fighting and like
this is
normal
car
PC
chase
fighting?
vehicle. Shut it.
Okay.
Lance, roll me just like your character initiative, just to see who goes first, you or they.
Mario Kart.
Okay.
They go first. And one moment. When their stats equals in my book, and they have right. Yeah, because this is a coach, your speed is basically 0, so no modifier for anything. Also, I've put like everybody might want to check on the rules, on the notes for your card, how hitting vehicles works. It's slightly different from
ships.
Yes. Well, from hitting people, basically, especially like since
right.
armor and stuff like that exist. Yeah, so they will just like try and catch up with you. So let's just do
What's the speed of the carriage? Because
0.
it says we sub. Huh?
0. For vehicles, speed is not like how fast they go; it's their relative mobility.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah. There's no C for.
I think. Am I right? And then there's the main one that my warrior ability doesn't work on.
Your
think it
warrior
doesn't work
ability
on
is
vehicles.
like if you're using a vehicle weapon, which you don't have right now, is you can make it auto hit, but you can't use your ability to make them auto miss the vehicle you're in.
Oh yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, they're just gonna try to catch up with you. So, Lance, please make me basically pilot skill check modified by the speed of your vehicle, which is so
10.
10. They rolled. They also rolled a 10. Well, actually, I'm gonna roll for both of them because otherwise it's gonna be ridiculous. So 10 tie. Speed maintains for now. So let's get to your turn, and well, Lance, you're last. So whichever ones wants to go first and offer assistance.
I'm gonna unleash my sniper rifle on the rider. Let's just say the top one.
Right, without asking. Rick.
I can just do
Permission to fire.
I thought it's just been delayed for so long.
Yes,
and
I
we're
had to
being
organize
chased.
things. Sorry about that.
No, I meant like. Okay, there's that. Sure, never mind. But I was considering it as partially in game 2. It was like, oh, we don't know. They were coming closer. I gave them a good bit of chance, a good few chances.
You could make a warning shot.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
You can destroy property instead of kill someone.
Rick
You're probably correct.
Rick goes basically. He reminds you that, guys, you are not part of a police force, so you do not have permission to shoot to kill.
Okay.
And
but a nightmare's undead.
Well, yes. The nightmares you can shoot, and he basically goes, please, just make sure you don't hit anything around. Because, you're technically driving through a busy street with cars and people and civilians everywhere while trying to shoot at these flying creatures. So if you miss them, your bullet may go somewhere bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many people die in a year because people shoot in the sky?
I don't know. but it's probably
In Russia, not many. In America, a lot.
No, here in Israel as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
That's from
Now
only
what you
shooting
do?
towards the sky.
bless you.
I'm just I was just
Bless you,
making
sir.
sure that the attack of the sniper was correct because I had to add it again
So,
to this sheet
oh,
from when we were at the prison. I think it is correct. It's fine. My skill isn't added. Alright. My skill is added to the shot, but not the damage. So I think I click here.
and you have a -2 to hit.
Okay. Or maybe I press plus skill. Okay. That's yeah. -2. So I'm aiming not to kill. Then I'm aiming for the wagon. The
The nightmare.
I guess the horse. Or yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah.
So, just quickly, let's. So armor applies. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it's still a giant horse flying through the sky, so hitting it is not hard, which you do. However, your shot, while greatly damaging the creature, it is skeletal.
Okay.
So you do not quite take it down. Let's say you were aiming for the top one, just whatever, doesn't matter, they're the same.
Yeah.
But you see that it kind of like careens in the air and then rides itself out and continues chasing you at the same speed. But, well, it definitely sent a message. Anybody else wants to do something?
Yeah, I'll try and mage blade the same target.
Come on, you're turning my chase encounter into a combat encounter. You combat
I mean,
crazy
I'm not good at
bastards!
noticing. I can't scout ahead because I'm not good at noticing, but I am good at slicing things or talking them out of it. But I don't think they can hear me.
Go for it.
Yeah, mage blade.
Also, Dan, how far are those horses from us?
A certain range.
I'm just asking because
It's
you know
for the mage
might,
blade,
Oh.
yeah.
it might serve as a counter argument
What's the
to mage
distance
blade
of a
or
mage
other
blade?
weapons.
100 meters?
Currently, it's 100 meters. Yeah.
100 meters is quite a bit, and but it did escape a little bit. Let's say they are a bit more than 100 meters away from you.
Okay. Sure.
I'm
sure.
such a
I
bastard.
will. No, it's okay. Plan B. I will try and cheerlead Lance.
Okay.
Yeah, cheerlead Lance. And you've been in much worse cases. You can do this. You have this in your pockets. It's no biggie.
Lens. I know. Alright, sure, try. Okay, that sounds like a +1. Anybody else? Bobby, Winnel?
Are smoke grenades a thing?
Do you have one?
No, I don't.
I can
are
always
they generally
retcon
a
one.
thing? Yeah, I was.
I mean, they know where we're going. I don't know.
Can you flashback
okay.
with strain? Like,
Okay, can I somehow create some sort of obstacles for them, like throwing over carts or something, throwing anything in their way that would actually hinder them? Is there anything around me that would serve that purpose?
Flying? I mean, you
Yeah,
can throw
yeah,
things
okay,
at
so-
them.
So killing a horse is just the destruction of government property, right?
Well, most likely not government, but yes, destruction of property. Well, depends on where they fall. At least dead horses don't explode. Not skeletal ones. Think about it. I'm gonna get my die. Where are you, buddy?
As, I don't want to shoot at those guys.
What is he
it's enough.
doing? What was that?
Because obviously the other 4 die I had were insufficient. Anyway, Bobby?
I wanna... Does someone else want to do something first? I need to...
I mean, the only one who can is Winnow.
I don't have anything right now.
I know where... Okay. Can I... fuck it, I'm gonna shoot the horse.
Which one?
The one that's that's
Okay.
that's already. No, I'm gonna shoot the other one.
Okay.
Because I might kill it.
What's your range on Mac pistol? 100, 300. So it's gonna be the big range, which is like what, -4, -2? Adam, do you remember?
Oh fuck, I don't remember.
No,
I think
not
it's
by heart.
-4.
Shooting. Yes, because it was somewhere in ranged weapons.
Can I fly closer to it and then shoot? So I don't have to think about it for now.
But you will be -2. It's a -2, and if you fly towards them, you will basically be behind the carriage.
I'm faster than the carriage, right?
No, you are. Well, you are like slightly faster than the carriage.
Okay, but if I dash in the next turn, I might catch up again.
No. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't understand. Okay, I'll just shoot with.
You're much more mobile than the carriage, but you're not much faster than the carriage. Speed does not only represent your movement speed; it also represents your mobility.
Okay.
This
gotcha.
system.
Okay, then I'll take whatever Malice is on the range weapon.
Okay, Master. Which basically makes it a 70. Alright, which I don't know why we were arguing, because that obviously hits. 17 hits a flying horse. And even with armor, that's 19. What? How?
He's a fucking tank.
Holy fuck! Oh, you rolled 5 and 4. Okay, fair. No.
Like a Looney Tunes
He's
pistol.
the one who's shooting with a man-portable pistol. A sec.
Yeah, it's a Looney Tunes
Giant
pistol.
man!
Wait, there is no. It's
No, it is correct. It is correct.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like an average person shooting with a fucking machine gun is gonna do less damage than you do.
Yeah, it's I'm just really precise, aiming for the head and say sorry to the horse.
Basically, you go. The horse's head goes, blows up. The horse goes, and then just goes for the ground with the guy on it screaming.
Oops.
Let there be a lesson to you. Fuck off, I say to the other one.
Like the other one just like goes. The first horse hits the ground, skates the guy, flies off it, hits the ground, and as you're flying away, he doesn't stand up.
Yeah.
Maybe he needs some time to recover.
Lance, make me a skill check. Unless you want to stop one shot.
I'll be right back.
I have a +1 from Miles.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, you just like
13.
200 meters. You continue gaining distance very easily. You use other cars for cover. You maneuver between streets to put buildings between you. No, he killed the other horse. You X'd the wrong horse, please. I'm just gonna stop this horse. There you go. It's dead now. He doesn't move. Alright, so the other horse is... I think at this point it's more about trying not to die. So he's gonna like grab a ray bow and aim at Bobby and try to shoot him.
How about the morale check?
Oh right, morale check, good idea. 1 second, let me check his score.
Is morale check always how do you
First
say
death.
it? Invoked at first death? Okay, but not when you talk. So there's no point for me to unmorale them?
Depends on your skill check. Okay, so... Oh no, it's a 2d6, and I need to roll... below a number, right? I did roll below a number. I rolled very low, which is good. Alright, so he continues. Tries to shoot Bobby with a ray bow, which is gonna be bloody hard. But this is the point in campaign where Dan remembered that certain weapons have burst fire mode, just made for NPCs to hit PCs. So he's gonna burst fire at Bobby. I rolled this number, +2 makes it this number, and +1 for energy weapon makes it a 17.
17 hits.
Yes. And I rolled 6 + 2 because burst fire, 8 points of damage.
I did take nothing. Armor 8.
Yeah, you see like the rainbow like burst, just like hit Bobby, and just get off the armor of the Bobocop horse.
Wow.
How much armor do you have?
We're
8.
invincible.
Okay.
Just hit my AC and just hit my armor.
I'd say another morale
But
check.
his
after
armor
this,
works
this-
only against like personal weapons. It doesn't work against heavy armor, against heavy weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or if
Heavy
like
weapons.
a ship
Yeah.
shoots at me.
Well, if ship shoots at you, everybody dies, basically. All right, that's what he does. So he kind of disengages somewhat from the cart and doesn't try to chase after you. Anybody wants to do something before Lance tries to get you out of here?
Lance, he's our man. If he can do it, no one can.
Oh, he took another shot at me, and I took that personally.
No, it's
I wanna-
self-defense, you're saying.
Yeah, before it was, but now it is.
You shoot
Whatever I need to
first.
tell myself, right? No, now I just want to shoot back at him, and now actually, can I shout to him?
Plus one.
I killed that horse with one shot. Do you honestly think you can hurt me, motherfucker? Piss off! Before you hurt yourself. Can I try to intimidate him
sure,
or
go
something?
for it.
Just no.
That's a talk check, right?
Yes, I'll give you
Stop.
+2 on it.
Oh no.
Because you're piloting a giant
Thank
fucking
you.
golem that can fly.
Mm-hmm.
Still
With
shit.
a +2?
Can't hear.
He brought
Oh,
a horse to a golem fight. Apparently he thinks it was a good idea.
Okay. Well, was that my
Yes,
action?
that was your action.
Okay.
Anybody else? Winnow?
How far away is he?
About 200 meters.
If I can get another shot, I'll do it too.
With what?
I'll have to, well, my sniper has to be reloaded. I'll use a Mac
Mhm.
pistol.
Is it -2 at this
Yes.
range or -4?
-2 is as much as you can, like,
Okay, cool.
if it goes beyond your 300 range, then that's it. You can't shoot!
Okay, I just noticed that
Oh.
I just noticed the Mac pistol hasn't been updated, so it's actually +1 to hit here, which means -2, so
-4
-1.
technically. Because you're also compensating for the
-4.
speed. -2 for range, -2 for the speed of the horse.
Oh, okay. Oh, -3 then.
Mag pistols don't have a +1.
Because you mastercrafted, right? Which is
No, Mastercraft doesn't give it a +1.
no, you got a damage boost on it.
Oh, it's only
You get a
damage. +2
yeah.
to
Plus 2 damage, no.
Okay, so it's... Okay, yeah. I thought it also had +1.
Basically, check that your Mac pistol
No.
should work the same way as Bobby's pistol work. Oh wow, you actually managed to miss it. I did not expect that.
I'll make it hit. Fuck it.
Oh, you make it hit.
I'll be a
It
dick.
is a scene change after this, right?
Yeah,
We'll
I'll be a
think
dick.
about it. Alright,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you make it hit, and 11 points of damage for the remaining hit points of this horse is basically you target the sternum, one of its wings flaps out, the horse tries to fly with one wing, and then crushes. Let's see. Luckily for you, on the roof, so no civilians hit. Not luckily for the guy, the horse landed on top of him.
Okay.
Rick kind of like looks back, looks forward, and says, "By the Emperor, that's gonna be a lot of forms to fill in."
Hey, come on, it's just a horse. Whatever.
Right. That's what I'm gonna tell them.
Hopefully.
Alright, and well, with that, the fancy music kind of stops because you, I think, won the chase by making sure there's nobody left to chase you.
Fable protection.
It's a great strat.
Let's, just for shits and giggles, make me another skill check. Just count this as I get us back to the stronghold. Now watch here.
Nice,
Double
slow.
one. Okay, yeah, nice and slow. Grandma driving mode activated.
And we're chill now. The horses
I
are
love-
gone.
Yeah.
We can relax.
Fable protection. We either eliminate your threat or you get eliminated.
It's not. In either case, it's not gonna be your problem tomorrow.
Yes.
All right, yeah. So you safely get the cart to the precinct, basically, and like before getting out of the cart, probably go somewhere.
He's here just eating, is what he wrote.
So, Rick kind of grabs the guy by the scarf and says, there's no time, we got you here, you're safe now, now tell me. Yeah, the guy goes, no, the deal was to get me into the courthouse, I'm not safe yet, it's all those guys chasing me, what if they're gonna shoot me? He goes, fuck, fine, fast, go, and like throws him out of the car, and like they start going towards the courthouse. I assume you follow.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I have a funny feeling.
Uh,
I look around.
yeah, sure. Make me. Everybody who wants, make me perception check.
The fucking doorman's gonna shoot him or something. I don't know.
I'll do +2 again.
I'll order everyone to you know how they do for personnels to like you surround them with like other bodies, bodyguards. So yeah, I'll say converge on him, surround him.
I'm just gonna roll as well. I feel like I would be doing that anyway. If you don't mind.
And get his head down if sniper shots or whatever. I don't know. Like we're basically full covering him.
Yeah. So basically, like they're like rushing towards the courthouse, and like the 5 of you.
I mean, Bobby is
No,
one
Lance
wall.
is sitting.
That's
Lance
good.
is sitting. Oh, I don't know. You're following along, but you're just chilling, right? You're following
Yeah,
along.
I think I'm walking behind
Like
them.
4 of you are like, no, Mr. President, we're getting you safe home, Mr. President. While Lance is like,
Mr. President.
and basically all 4 of you like at the same time go duck as you see a crossbow of bolt like launched from the direction of the courthouse
Oh my god. My
in
spidey
your
sense.
direction, and you like actually see like the guy who wasn't hiding very well like in a window on a like 3rd floor, and you push him down. The bolt clanks off whatever, let's say, Bobby's armor for the sake of narrative, and Ricky goes, fuck, change your plans, back into the cart, as you grab the guy, get him into the car. Another shot pings off the cart but doesn't penetrate. Actually, let me roll. Yeah, doesn't penetrate armor. Lance, I assume you hit the reins.
Let's go. I don't know where we're going, but just away from this place.
Can I
What
take a
Kate is
shot
gonna
at
say.
the shooter?
Sure, go for it. Cover, 1 second. Cover.
Cover,
minus 4.
chameleon.
And your range is
Mhm.
so -6 because of the range. Because he's definitely more
The
than
only-
100 meters away.
-6 in
Yes,
total?
he's behind cover and he's more than 100 meters away.
I think Bobby's plus is greater than.
Holy
What the fuck?
With a -6.
Oh!
What? Excuse me?
I mean, that is a natural 19.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's a natural
19.
19, but still, what the?
Yeah, so you're like rushing him in the car. Bobby's like going behind you like a big brother, like bolts spinning off his arm, and Bobby just goes, and you see just like from the window.
That's definitely a 360 no scope.
Yeah, and off you go. Rick goes, well, you're fucked, aren't you? You're fucked, you're very fucked. Your only way of being safe is keeping me happy now. So tell me, what is going on? What is going on? Why is going on? The guy is just frozen, kind
Should we
of.
just gag him?
Again?
Just said, should we just gag him?
Whom?
What? No, why?
He wants him to talk.
We need him
know,
to talk.
We don't want to wait until we get somewhere safe. He's blathering about when we're trying to shoot and do a job here. I hate talking nonsense when we're trying to shoot, you know? Gotta focus. God.
Just let's focus on
Yeah,
protecting
like
him.
Eric like looks at Dalo for a moment, then back to the guy who's like, talk, bitch. And the guy's like, something. They're bringing some weapon to the docks. Rick is like, which? Where? When? The guy goes,
Not my ship.
in like looks at Rick's watch. In 50 minutes, dock number 4. Another bolt straight through his neck.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh no, my spidey sense didn't work now.
Can I shoot at that shooter as well?
Make
Yeah,
me
where is he
perception
from?
check.
This one you shoot like underneath you through your legs, upside down. Just
10.
go,
You have no idea where that.
Plot
Well,
twist, it's
you
Swindle
have
shooting
an
his
idea of the
throat.
direction where that bolt came from, but this must have been a long range shot.
Okay.
right.
Don't
Dock
see him.
number
Don't say
4.
it. Definitely out
This
of
is
your
No,
range.
at least we got some information.
Okay.
Rick goes, like drops the guy.
Now
Fuck.
what?
Good news, bad news. There are 30 docks on Nachtschaffen. This is either dock 4 or dock 14.
Oh, Doc 24?
Quick
It started with 4.
question.
Yeah.
Quick question. Which dock is our ship in? Important
Roll me
question.
1d30.
It's on dock 4.
Oh no.
Roll 4
One
14.
thirty.
Yes.
Do
Oh
it.
my!
Do
No,
it.
not our ship.
Our whole ship's
No.
gonna be targeted of some raid.
I will give you my inspiration. No, just kidding.
Okay!
Oh, we're safe. Oh,
No, what do you mean we're safe?
I don't
If
know
we
how
would roll
safe we
4,
are.
would
We
do-
are either directly
Just
next to it.
imagine
or
like nuclear warfare happening at Dock 4, Watanabe and all good, like 5 meters across, eating popcorn. Thank God we aren't involved in this. I wonder where our captain is. Watanabe's like,
Oh my
you
god.
don't want to know. Alright. Rika goes, I have a few colleagues I think can be trusted. I can call them. Get them to come one of the dock. You take the other one.
Yeah, I have scanners. I can check for bombs.
Oh,
Good. We'll take dock 4.
all right.
Alright, I go to dock
Right.
14.
Let's go.
Okay. Cool.
If Bobby's going to 4, I'll go to 14.
No, what?
think-
We're all going to.
We're all going to the same. We're not splitting.
Yeah, he has a separate team.
Oh,
that,
that's
he
what he
can
meant.
trust.
Alright,
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
we're splitting up
translate.
from
Ricker goes, I don't want the god in the sky to manage a bunch of NPCs while you win the day, so I'm gonna take a B team and take it to the other dock. Capiche?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Basically.
When he said
Thanks,
team, I
man.
thought he meant like a part of us. Okay,
Yeah.
Is there a small alley nearby I can steer this cart into?
Yes.
Wait, we didn't get
Uh,
dropped them off?
Is Rick leaving? Is he
Yeah, we
jumping
need him.
off right now?
Well, he's on the phone, but well, his plans get with you to the docks, then await his
fuck.
team there.
I mean,
Okay,
you can tell him take the leads. We're taking a shortcut, and he keeps on the wagon, and we teleport.
Yeah, but then why not take him through the shortcut?
You can teleport somebody's heaviest body, right?
Oh.
Like, doesn't like if it says a creature, then it's fine because he's a creature. But if it's weight limited, then there's a problem.
Then someone needs
I
to go
think
on
it
a dive.
separates like between creature and cargo, and like cargo is weight limited, but creature is not.
Yeah, creatures don't seem to be. It's only if carrying inert mass, then it has a 600 kilo
Oh, okay.
limit that I have.
He's
Right
right
under.
within it. Wonderful. Okay, then no problem.
No, so no problem if he's not a creature.
I mean, he's a
Right.
creature, but
But yes, so that's what I mean. So I'm just gonna whip these undead horses to get to the docks as quickly as possible.
alright. Okay. So again, because you might win some time, make me a skill check to get there as fast as possible.
Can I help by checking routes?
Not here. Here is more like a straight path from the city to the dock. It's
Okay.
more about his driving skills with unfamiliar vehicle, relatively unfamiliar. All right, very familiar vehicle.
11.
Yeah, you like here. You're like, okay, I don't care about people anymore because there are not really much people around. So you're like, I'm just driving like 1 kilometer slower than this horse like breakdown limit is. Like at some point, the horses literally catch on fire and start smoking. Because why not? But like you skirt into the docks, like drift, leaving sparks behind. Rick jumps off, says, like my team is gonna be here in, I hope, 10 minutes. So I know this is not part of the deal. I'm gonna keep my promise anyway, but this is your island as well, sir. So if you don't mind helping,
I know.
please help.
Indeed.
And
Just don't die.
He
Got your
turns
pot,
around,
please.
like opens his beak and goes, "I have no plans of dying, sir. I'm just 1 week away from retirement." Start jogging.
Oh,
Go.
yeah. I'm too old for
See you
this.
later.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end the session for tonight.
that was a
Excellent.
lot